What's up, y'all? Let me turn this TV down. Hello, 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 y'all. Come on in. I ain't gonna be. I'm not gonna be on here for long at all because I ain't even turn my monetization on in the video. I'm literally laying in the bed, but I can't believe the streets are this dead. Like y'all acted a complete ass all night long last night, and all of a sudden today, everybody sleep, everybody doing family, everybody pre-cooking. So yes, I have. Well, my turkey wings are in the oven now, but I set the timer to go off by itself. So I gotta trust the process because this is a new house and a new stove. So I never used that function, but it has a cook time function. So I set it on 4 hours, and I turned them. They've been on for like 2 hours already, but I got 4 more hours on them, and they on like 200. So I can smell them upstairs, but they still on downstairs until like 4 a.m. So yeah, other than that, the collard greens amazing. So I normally get the bag, I guess because I was being cheap. Or I don't even know why, but I guess it's about convenience. But I would buy the big bags of the pre-cut collard greens. And y'all, if you ever get that, y'all know that bag is a bunch of bullshit because it ain't nothing but a bunch of stems in the bottom of that bitch. Like, so I would literally stand in the kitchen for like 2 hours and go through that bag to pull out all of the hard stems. And so today, well, if you was in my members only live, then y'all would have known when I went grocery shopping for my collard greens, they didn't have them at the first store I went to. And at the second store, they only had the fresh ones. So they was like 99 cents a bushel, I guess you say. So I got three of them, took them home, cut them off of the stems, soaked them in some lemon water, then strain them, soak them, strain them, soak them, strain them, let them sit overnight, and then I cut them up today, and then I cooked them with some smoked turkey leg that I had. And baby, when I tell you these greens are so fucking good, they so tender, and it ain't none of them nasty stems in it. I ain't never buying them bags again. What's up, Peach Cobbler? Hey, Miss Kept Secret. Hi, House Music. Ida Wallace. Hey, it's Jay, that 504 girl. Peach Cobbler. Hood Scripture. Tammy Marie. Sade Adams. Dishing with Dez. TT Speaks. Dwayne. Yeah. Hey, Voodoo. Hey, Sassy and Locked. It is super dry. Hey, Tisa. We was looking for you to come back. Yeah, about that. Did that dude ever come back to her video? Hey, Miss Lena, pretty eyes, pretty brown eyes. I am Shay. Hey, Bree. Bree, you got a right, Bree, you got your baby sleep. Man, I got my mama a bag. She cussed me the fuck out. It's a rubber band. Big leaf greens for her. Okay, yes. Get them. Well, mine didn't have the rubber band, but I remember them from when I was a kid. But they had this white band around them. Now, you know it's real because some of the leaves in this thing was dirty. So when I was going through, I had to pull off the dirty part and all that. Man, but yeah, let us see the spread. I'll show y'all tomorrow because all that stuff in the refrigerator. No, he got down. Oh, okay. Hell no, he giving me hell. So turn up. Not Bree really ain't gonna have no kids after this. But y'all, I just can't. So I'm, regardless of where I'm getting dragged and how I'm getting dragged, because y'all keep telling me that y'all hearing stuff. I'm gonna practice the art of ignoring, at least to the best of my ability. Now I'm a human, so I'm still gonna fall short. But my goal is to ignore and avoid conflict with a certain person in the sector. So no names will be used. I won't be doing no more lives about said person and all that. I am gonna still keep my avatar because I like it. But yeah, so she making a cake. Hey, Noma's Toussaint. I can't even say why I can't say Noemi Toussaint. So I definitely said I was going to bed. Hey, Lady V. Yes, we were looking for you to come back. I bet most of us are sleepy at that point. We won't get any rest until Sunday. Hey, Fifi. So last night I stayed up over at Ness's until almost 3 o'clock in the morning. It's official. We can't be mad at. I won't mad, but why you say it's official? We can't be mad. What happened? I ain't worried about that. That situation at this point now, of course, it has grown legs and it's gone. But hey, the thrill is gone for me. I got it right. Okay, thank you. Feed Queen 11 bushels of greens. How many people you feeding, Feed? God dang. Now, I will say the 3 bushels that I did, while I thought it would seem like so much, by the time I cut them bad boys down, like, it's just the right amount. So, I didn't finish telling y'all. I got my greens done. My candy yams are done. I just got to put them in with some marshmallows over top of them tomorrow and melt the marshmallows down. That adds the extra bit of sweetness where you don't have to put a whole bunch of brown sugar and stuff. Unlike mac and cheese, Brooke. Baby, Nest Live was lit. Won't it? Hey, twin. Chanel, I'm done braiding my baby hair and I'm tired, okay? So, the yams, I did homemade stuffing, a mac and cheese, the collard greens, and then the turkey wings. Tomorrow morning, I need to do deviled eggs, and it was something else I was supposed to do. Just finish everything off. And I gotta have cranberry jelly in the fridge. My ham small, so good, smells so good. You know it do. I just gotta do the turkey, and I'm done. A whole turkey, Dwayne. You so traditional. I used to love a fried turkey. I ain't had one in so long. But yeah, y'all, I just peeped in because I see literally. I mean, like, I think their self was live, and I ain't gonna say nobody was live, but like nobody beef sector was live. Like, what's going on? Did everybody get on restrictions after last night's fiasco? Like, y'all tell me what's going on. You doing occasional, so you already injected it and all that. The Antichrist is coming soon. Okay, Santa Monica famous. What up, Triple? So I don't know if that's a troll, and I don't feel like getting up to get my other device. So enjoy. You subscribe. So my brother is frying our turkey tomorrow, and I think it's 2 football games tomorrow. I don't have nothing planned. I am gonna watch Good Burger. Good Burger is available on Paramount Plus. Good Burger 2. So I'm gonna watch that tomorrow. I'm gonna go get the girls for a little bit tomorrow. And other than that, we in the house. Like, it's supposed to be 40 something degrees. It rained all day today, so at least it won't be raining. Hey, Miss Shorty. Can y'all go ahead and block Santa Monica famous? Cause hey, Pazar. Hey, Latasha. Cause I don't know what the fuck they talking about. Never mind. I ban this user. So I won't go be here for long, y'all. But I saw nobody else was live, so I said let me just come in real quick, and hopefully some of y'all people. What's up, Rennie? Hopefully some of y'all people will go live and give y'all some commentary, something to talk about tonight. Did you see the Tyler Perry documentary on Prime? I didn't. Voodoo got it. Oh, thank you. Um, but yeah, so we moving along with the commentary and what's going on. So whatever the next thing gonna be in the sector is gonna be. Now tomorrow is a holiday, and it is traditional that during the holidays, um, it's always a good live during the holidays. So I don't know who live is gonna be and where the drama gonna be, but normally it be a good drama filled live on the holidays. So I'm expecting tomorrow to be somewhat exciting. I guess that's why everybody resting tonight and just chilling. Outside of the uppity situation today, did anything else go on? Did anybody present any content at all? Like, that totally consumed the whole sector. And I can't lie, I was a part of it. Hey, Sassy, I'm wanting to cry in bed all day since I'm supposed to be a lonely bitch. Oh, this miskept secret. Not a lonely bitch, though. Well, damn. It's good to get some insight into Tyler Perry. I'm gonna have to check that out. Hey, Tiffany Black. Magazine's Baby is good. Well, it was okay. I'm gonna have to check that out. I would have went live, but child, I felt everyone was too busy cooking. I don't think so, Pazar. So when me and Bree, and shouts out to Bree for doing the live while she was cooking. I definitely went on her panel for like an hour, but people, it was over 200 people watching us cook. Like, that's how you know won't shit going on in the sector because we won't doing nothing special at all. We ain't have our camera angles on point like that. But she had a packed house for real. So, I mean, at this point in time, you can get on and tell stories, and Let me be the first one to say it. I don't know if you participate in it, y'all, but happy Thanksgiving. It's 12:01 on the East Coast. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Happy holidays, everybody. Fifi, you made me switch pages. Thank you. Sassy blocked me, right? And y'all was doing that. We was just having a good old time in the kitchen. That was cute. She was doing her cooking, I was doing mine. The most fun part was Brie Lagasa in her background. He was literally having a ball. Like he was having a good time. I was watching Brie cooking and I need somebody to hold me over with bacon that allowed somebody to come live after O.D.S. Right? Because I'm definitely not gonna be here for long. I just wanted to come through. I was gonna do a members only, but I was like, no, I'm just gonna come in and speak to everybody, see if anybody got anything they want to say or do. Or I ain't even get the computer, like I said, didn't turn the monetization on. I just hit the button. Yeah, sector is dry. I was watching reruns until I saw you over here. Yay! I appreciate y'all for dropping down. I even put the subscriptions on 1 minute. Like, just subscribe, drop down, talk your shit. Except for that, Will team is no live right now. Hold on, cause I ain't mean to. If I knew she was live, I wouldn't have came live. Hold on. Oh, well, I see she just literally hit the live button, so she went live once I was live. So I give her a few minutes to get warmed up, and then maybe I kept myself over there. I was confused why they said that. Uh, he runs Bree House, right, Miss Kipsy? I know a lot of people won't, and that's fine. That's my one of my boos over there. So I'll go over there and kick it with her for a little bit, depending on how long she's gonna be on. But y'all, nothing was there nothing else at all happening in the sector, with the exception of the obvious, the everybody giving their commentary on the selective outrage and like I'm gonna be real with y'all, right? When stuff like this happen, you figure out, I guess, who watches who. Because I swear to God, I wouldn't think that many people was watching last night, or it was just not that much going on to the point where she might not stay long. Yeah, hey Miss Cheesy Matt, like how do everybody? So if everybody say they don't watch everybody, how did everybody know what went on last night? So and everybody know full detail, like they was all sitting up in the bushes. Like that's funny to hear the commentary coming out of everybody. I just tried to double a recipe and realized I can't do math. So Rennie, I'm the type that I will never double a recipe. I will make multiple small versions and then put it all together. I'm not a cater cook. Like because something gonna be unflavored or undone. Triple red. She saw me block that troll. LOL. Exactly. ODS. Yeah. Hey, Egyptian goddess. Hold on. So you was just trolling me earlier, because that was definitely you talking junk to me earlier. But how are you doing, sweetie? Um, because you didn't make the sweet potato casserole I like for Thanksgiving. I haven't seen anyone talking about the VS and her red table talk. I saw that and then I saw Reed and somebody else was hosting. But was it anything worth hearing? So QI is cool, but I don't want to hear QI that much. Cause when QI get to talking, QI get to she be getting engaged into her conversation a little more than I can handle, and I lose interest quick, and I just move forward. No shade, QI. Just put in your question. It was born. VS is that go let's say little mess says. Oh, that's what I need to do. Um, hey RJ, they be lying. That's how right. I seen that Bree. What y'all talking about with Bree? Hold on. QI and VS made up. Oh yeah, so that part. So I guess QI will be happy now when she it was born. Triple X. Nope, I'm going to my mom's this year. No, I don't. Oh, you don't troll. You were serious. My bad. Maybe that's not the same person that was in the other thing. Yeah, good for QI Sassy. It was VS, QI, Reed, and Chocolate Bay. That's what it was, Chocolate Bay. Because I was trying to figure out like who was the other person up on the panel. But okay, so that was never mind. Who was too fair? Oh. I'm not doing this with y'all. QI is feeling herself screaming VS name right with orgasm and pleasure. That's what I was. Yeah, because we all could tell QI still had a thing for VS. She always have. I guess she always will. But I wonder how Jay Dunn felt about that. Jay Dunn, I know you in the sky drop down. How did you feel about the QI VS interview? Hey, little one. So, y'all, like I said, I ain't had no commentary. I just wanted to come in and kick it and see what y'all was doing. If anybody want the link, I mean, I'll drop it. But if not, I'm cool with that too. I'll stay a few more minutes to keep talking. I was so sleepy earlier, but then I got upstairs and sleep passed me. Hey, Trisha. She got a huge, you know what? Miss Keeper, I'm not effing with you. I could have sworn I saw Brooke in somebody's comments earlier. So y'all didn't. Lachey, you heard about what happened with Brooke apparently. Not what happened, but the conversation her husband was having. But to her, you know what I'm saying? She cleaned it up. I gotta put my emojis in, and I got a disco ball one coming. Y'all bear with me. I was supposed to submit it 2 nights ago, and then I got all of them selected because I could do like 16 based on the number of members I have. And then as soon as I went to submit them, it told me some of my font sizes weren't right. Triple, if you still here, I might need your help with that. I don't know how I did it last time. I guess with my MacBook, but I need to get my emoji size so I can get these bad boys out there. I picked some good ones too. I thought they were nice. O.D.S, you know I did. I was being messy in that chat. Okay, like Lachey, tell us what was the most interesting thing that we found out. I hadn't told y'all already. Like I told VS when I went on her panel, I don't like history lessons. So hey Hugh, that go that go Brooke. Brooke be around. Brooke probably getting her food ready. Is anybody else cooking currently? Hey Ox City. Shout out to the members. Is anybody else in the process of cooking like right at this moment? Look at Lachey got popped. Talking about, oh hey Brooke. She said, what the hell you want, Winch? Y'all cooking ox cooking right now, and Fifi, Fifi, you finished cleaning all them greens yet, girl? So Thanksgiving is traditional food. I'm doing a seafood boil for Christmas though. I'm not. I can't do back to back. And we don't eat ham here. I eat ham, but he don't eat ham, so I don't be making no ham or nothing. You baking? So I got to do cupcakes in the morning. Hey, Miss Queenie. Hey, Gail Tyson. Happy holidays. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone. I'm in the U.S. It's 12:08. About to get on your nerves. You know she about to get on your nerves. I'm prepping my dressing and chopping up collards. Okay, we did that one Thanksgiving. Yeah. Hey, Conscious Beauty. What she say? I missed that. Oh yes, what happened over? Yes, I missed it. Are you referring to when I went over there, or when she had her panel today? She made up today with QI. I had to go over there 2 days ago to defend my not 2 days ago, yesterday, and defend my challenge because she was tearing it apart. Hey, prayed up. Exclusive to me, welcome to the membership. I just took the last of my sweets out the oven, put my dressing together, and started my greens. Look at everybody. You working. Be safe. Look at everybody getting ready for the holidays. It really don't feel like it's November already, y'all. We about to be at Christmas. And y'all know once Christmas come, everything is really fast tracked. And the next thing you know, we're gonna be at freaking February. Christmas in my house is definitely a perennial. This the only time I eat pork. So you put pork in your greens, I'm assuming. Thank you for becoming a member. Hey, Robin, baby mama, baking and prepping over here. Okay, I know Lachey about to say something out the way. Hold on. See, I knew she was gonna say something. Did you pay Lovely yet? It's the holidays. I'm cleaning my turkey now. I do gumbo for Christmas. Hey, 300. So when I went over there, yeah, she was talking shit about my challenge. So I had to pull up on it. And y'all know how VS to do. VS went from we talk about the challenge, and then I guess because I got a smart mouth. Um, she said something about the challenges being boring, and y'all we need to bring something different to the sector. And I had to ask her, like, what does she bring to the sector? Like, besides her selling her commissary or her consignment stuff, what exactly is she bringing to the sector? Like, because everything that I be seeing her do, it be like she'll do a lot of history lessons, which I can understand. And to me, it seems like she don't like new people, really, really. She told me she fuck with me or whatever. I mean, not fucks with me. She cool with me, but it's, I get the feeling that she wants stuff to be just like it was in 1989 when she first came on here. And unfortunately, with it being 2029 now, it's gonna be a little bit different. It ain't gonna always look the same. Was that really yesterday? These days are blended, right? But Triple, I hope you heard me. Maybe I can, if I could send you my emojis, or maybe you can just tell me where I can go to resize them. Just how about that? Because I don't mind doing it myself. Grilled chicken for my chicken broccoli lasagna. Chicken broccoli lasagna. Chicken broccoli. What kind of sauce do you put on that, Miss Cheesy Mac? Like a Alfredo or something? That's interesting. It's a cool night tonight in Florida. Yes, it is. All right, y'all. I done got behind in the chat. Hold on. Lachey ask me that again. And I got a cold knuckle sandwich waiting on you. I'm doing ham and they don't want turkey. Okay. Yeah, them honey baked hams, that be where is that? Little one said, you have the same name as my best friend's daughter. I love it. We call her Nene for short. Do anybody know if April's still menopausal? Kwani looking for her. Child, Kwani looking for everybody. I thought Kwani was pissed with me after she dragged me the other day, but I don't really think so. I'm still learning Kwani 3, 4 years later. Smoked turkey next. I'm making a ham. Oh, okay. 3 sweet potato pies, 2 peach cobblers, a red velvet, and a lemon velvet cake. How many people are you expecting at your house, Ox City? My God. So tell me this, y'all. Hey, BL, like 24 minutes, you good. This is exactly how late love was to the challenge last week. 24 minutes. My Christmas food always be Nigerian. Nigerian. Sometimes I mix it up instead of turkey, which I don't like unless it's smoked. I do guinea fowl, guinea like a guinea pig, guinea fowl or goose. I've never heard of that. 1989. Good night. Yeah, I'm chilling. I don't have to cook anything this year. Are y'all hosting? Oh, so you so fresh and so clean right now, BL. Are y'all hosting Thanksgiving tomorrow? I love it when you step up and you will do it with a quickness once your mind is made up to do so. Absolutely, Miss Gail. Oh, I'm not reading that comment. Y'all stink. Go bathe and brush your teeth. I definitely got to get up and brush my teeth. The Godfather is the greatest movie ever made. I'm about to slip on some sangrias my cousin made. Enjoy your family time, Miss Queenie. Oh, I did hear you an emoji. My bad. I'm doing a lot. Yeah, hit me up tomorrow, Friday. I'll let you enjoy your holiday tomorrow. I'll hit you up Friday. Appreciate it. Everything evolves. Food, music, beef, sector, right? It's 54 here in Jacksonville, North Carolina or Florida. Not a blend of mayo. No, it's a blend of mayo, Miracle Whip, and sour cream. Mayo, Miracle Whip, and sour. Those all three do the same thing, Miss Cheesy Mac. Oh God. So now I gotta go look this up, and I want to see it. Like, yeah. Now that sounds like something that would be good as a pasta dish, but I don't know how about layering it with. I wish I could see it. Miss Cheesy Mac, do you post content? Because I would love to see that. Um, let me. Oh, I'm not too bad in the comments. Hold on. I bake 4 sweet potato pies. Dressing is prepped. I'll put it in the oven in the morning and make potato salad. All right. It's me and my husband and our 4 boys. Maybe a cousin or two. Okay, okay. So you just like to cook it up, BL, while you keep making me yell. I blame you. Guinea fowl is similar to a Cornish hen. Thank you for that, Voodoo. You know I'm not. I'm a little slow. Brooke, Miss Secrets, are you mad at her? Not comparing my lateness to steak bitch. VS denounced uncleanliness tonight and Kwani looking for on-site April. What's going on? I don't watch at VS, but what happened, child? A poultry bird that is very common in West Africa looks like a chicken, but its feathers are black with white spots. Tastes better than chicken. Okay. If you don't put fruit in your sangria, you just drink your wine, right? I'm back. I had to answer just Sarah's question. What kind of question does she have? It'll be on your TikTok. Miss Cheesy Mac, can you inbox me a link when you do it, or just like share it to me? Cause I want to see it. I really do. BL just her asking why I say folks don't care about my kids today. Oh, and I get where you said, because I was like, keep my kids out of it, because of course everybody gonna want to put her child or put somebody else's in that situation. And I said I wasn't talking about that no more, and I believe I'm not, so I'm leaving it on. It's like a bechamel sauce. Is it a bechamel sauce? I don't know. Are you sassy? Are you talking about the one Cheesy Mac doing? My daughter is coming for the holiday. They just got stationed in Alaska first of the year. Well, Miss Rennie, enjoy your daughter. Peace. Are you going to put the video back up? I missed it. Yeah. So, I mean, I think it's the best practice to keep your kids off of here. Unfortunately, we're not in the type of environment where it's welcoming and allowed and approved. I know Mommy Sector, I know Chrissy and them girls, their kids are very active on their pages and they do everything with. But I feel like you have to start there in order to get there. Um, and unfortunately, you don't want to give more than enough for people to, like, even in the cooking challenges, you show too much of your stove and the next thing you know, you got a troll page called My Dirty Stove all up in your chat. Hey, Junji. Bruh, Sassy's wall. Y'all give it up for Sassy. I don't know. Some people don't like Sassy, but you cannot deny that her community wall. So the fact that she comes through, she tags the creators who it is, and she gives it a snappy little quick and quirky rundown of what's going on. I don't know how she's watching all of this stuff, but Sassy, I love your community wall posts, especially since you only go live once every blue moon. You know, you used to have a schedule of Sundays where you would actually go live. You begin to build great audience and do things, and then all of a sudden you stop doing it. I don't know if it was when you and Mr. Talent kind of let me leave that alone. No, I'm just playing. But yeah, Sassy, we're looking for a Sunday, or can we get like a holiday show tomorrow? But kudos to you for the way you are in everyone's business and able to put it together by way of community wall. Yeah, it's very helpful in the um roaming of YouTube streets. Yes, Miss Queenie, please enjoy your family. It is like quick little TMZ news. Like, I'm prepping an early dinner for family, preparing an early dinner for family. Nessie Mudo. Ness probably, yo, no bullshit. The fact that Ness was up all night and on her live when I woke back up this morning, Ness probably just waking up. And she gonna be on this bitch in a few more hours too. So we had our first Thanksgiving meal for the day at noon. It ain't no breakfast popping. You get up in the morning, you do what you got to do, and just don't make no dishes. And then by 12 o'clock, all of the food is hot and coming out the stove. And then we just eat on it for the rest of the day. She usually talking shit to Brie and Pizarro, but VS waiting on a response. Oh, so VS waiting on a response to see if she could stop fucking with April. Child. Yes, we need a sassy live. So it's called a bechamel. Okay. Nah, Nessie Moo got something to type about, and she quiet. Ness drop down. Absolutely sassy. But yeah, she gonna deflect and put it on PC and bruh. The gag is most of them I haven't watched. Well, your back chatters deserve raises and kudos for the work that they do because they definitely get you just what we need. Cause I don't have more interest than your wall gives. Like, now come on, Ness, bust a move. I didn't know VS put Ness to the test. VS, what I mean, Ness, what you gonna do? Ness no mess. I think Ness is traveling to Jersey right now. I forgot. Oh, okay. Now she on her way to the East Coast. Not my sorry, real fast. Hennessy is worst cognac on the market. She probably lost her voice. All that yellow she was doing. That live was really funny. It was. Me and this heat made up on that live as well. It wasn't really any making up because we didn't have a beef. She had a fight with me, and she couldn't tell me the reason why. So we just came to the conclusion that we don't need to fight, and she told me that she was going to unblock me or whatever. Because I'm like, why are we still fighting? It's been a year. I was on vacation last October in LA. That's when me and her got to arguing. And it's been a whole freaking year. I don't hold on to shit. Like, we cool again, just so you know. Like, but honestly, I don't know. I feel like if Hedy could do it again, she probably would come back to the sector. And not even to say be humble, but just like she would know how to play it. And she probably wouldn't get caught up with arguing with certain people, and some stuff ain't worth your time. So, but she's cool in my book. I ain't got no beef with her. Ness, I think Ness opened my eyes up to her more and made me like comfortable with wanting to be cool because I couldn't stand the girl for no reason. Right, and I know Miss Castica, her team be on it too. Miss Deanna on passing that. Oh, I thought I dropped it. Hold on. I never pinned it because I didn't want to get up and get my iPad. So I just dropped it. Sassy's like the B Scott of the sector, right? Yeah, Miss Kept Secret, it ain't no reason to be. Then again, it's the holidays. She may be busy with that. True. He said, nah, she avoiding her. Prosecco is the best champagne on the market and should be drunk with pineapple juice. Never had Prosecco with pineapple juice. I have had, when I do my mimosas, I use Chambordi, the liquor, and pineapple juice. I bet you Sassy Bougie ass had Chambordi before. Hold on one second. Let me get a screen. Hey,
Hey,
Sass.
hey.
Have you had Chambordi before? I'm sure I'm
Shampoo,
saying it wrong.
shampoo. Yeah, yeah. I'm not a fan. That's the one like the in the purple.
The cute little bottle. So I
Yeah,
do it with pineapple juice for like a mimosa. It's really good that way. Well, the last time I had it, I'm gonna have some for Christmas, so I'm hoping it's gonna be good again.
yeah. I'm not a big fan of shampoo. Now prosecco, I'm a fan of for sure.
Yeah, I like prosecco. I've grown to like that. That really makes me feel grown and sexy when I drink that.
Okay, it's a nice little smooth little buzz. You know what I'm saying?
So,
Well, happy
hey, Sheffy.
giving everybody a few things. I don't know what that shade about. By my past situation, honey. We are up, honey. I don't know what that's about. I mean, I'm always.
No, I was just saying that's why you might have stopped doing your lives. You know, you used to do them then. Maybe he was writing your scripts for you and you fell off. I ain't know.
Right, right, right. I wonder who I know if that's the case. Mr. William insinuated that years ago that Langston was my writer, and I was
Oh
like,
God, no, ma'am. I'm not at all.
I know,
I'm just
I, I
bullshitting.
I know you are, but I was like, and and I don't even. He wasn't trying to be shady. I think that's just what he thought, and I was like, honey, no, we're no, darling. And if that's the case, then how would I be writing my
Okay,
walls? So let me brag on my style a little bit.
go ahead, do your thing.
The reason why I started doing the walls is because of the Tracy. Shout out to Tracy case, the Tracy situation. When shut up, BL. When everybody, not everybody, but half the community was like, oh, she's so messy, she's starting shit, da 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 da. And I was laughing. I was on Miss Olivia's panel and I was laughing and I was like, if I really told the shit that I sneak in and see, then that, I mean, yeah, then maybe I'll have like a something to stand on and say I'm messy. So I was like, they have no idea of like the stuff that I just come across. You know what I mean? That's just,
Right.
I just have a knack for it. So the gag is, it's not that I have a team. Y'all are so silly. I don't have teams. I have like niggas I fuck with. Let's say that I'm not Trish. Okay. Um,
Okay.
I don't have motherfuckers working for me or going out scouting for me. The way that it works is like some stuff I may have seen everything, right? But the majority of it, I may have seen 15 minutes and I gather whatever tea, I put it in my mind. And then the next morning, I'm thinking, what did I see yesterday that I may want to talk about? So, for instance, um, I of 11-hour live that Ness did, I may have seen, I'm gonna guess, I may have seen an hour before I went to sleep. I remember falling asleep and then waking up, and I may have seen another hour. So whatever I put on that wall, that's just what I saw. I didn't see every single thing. It just, but I got the gist of what I was seeing. You understand what I'm saying? So I just put
It,
it in my own words.
but you pretty much is creating like a sizzle reel. You don't need to put the entire transcript of what happened. Just put something
Exactly.
juicy enough to send you that way to want to go watch
So when you
and
go
see for
watch it.
yourself.
Yeah, and then if I say something like, then I will tell people if my so-called secret back chat, which is just our funny name, if somebody else told me something, I'm not gonna put it on my wall, or I'm not gonna even speak about it. I have to know that it is true, right?
Your
So
credibility still matters.
period, right? Period. The wall is about factual stuff, just with a little sass, right? Just like my commentary. So if they said, oh, such and such happened, or this was a good example. They told me, they said, oh, girl, get to Bree. O.D.S is over there acting a fool on Uppity. And I was like, girl, I got like 3 meetings back to back. I ain't gonna be able to see it. Then a few hours later, somebody else says, girl, your nigga D spot over there was like, oh, so now I know it's a fact. You know what I'm
And
saying?
it could be included somewhere within your
Yes. So now
feed.
I'm just gonna put it on there, but I'm gonna say I didn't see this because I don't know what O.D.S said. So I don't want it to be seen like, you know what I'm saying? I don't
Right.
know what he said, but I know a few more than a few people have just told me to get to Bree. So it's something popping off. So that's kind of how it forms. And then there's still just a lot of stuff that I leave off because like today I went into Nicole Reloaded's for like 5 minutes maybe. And Ken was on the panel, Dory was on the panel, and of course Nicole Reloaded. And Nicole Reloaded was over there talking about I know you don't want to talk about this, so we're not going to, but I'm just giving you an example that Uppity child is verbal, and she was speaking in whole sentences and said, "Mommy, why are they talking bad like that about me?" And I
Huh?
was like, "What?"
Nicole must have been watching a different. Never mind. Okay.
You know, Nicole. I mean, I was like, "What?" Now, perhaps tomorrow morning that will be on the board, but all I saw of, I don't know how long her live was. I don't know what else they talked about. I literally saw that and I left. So
Hey,
for the
Mitri.
viewer, it may seem as though I saw the whole live and I didn't. I just saw like 5 minutes. So that's kind of how it works.
So, quick question. So, how often can we expect? 'Cause I guess you don't want to make it a job. That's why you have to keep it with short, brief descripts, not full, comprehensive reports, because you're not being paid for this. This is a voluntary thing.
So, yeah,
Um,
yeah.
can we get one like once a day, or do they just come sporadically when they hit you?
Well, it has to be tea worthy, and they are pretty much once a day.
I have noticed that, and I wasn't questioning for more. I was just wanting to make sure you remain consistent.
Well,
And
no, no, no. Hold on. Back up. Hold on. This is a hobby. People do not cash out me, I guess, because I'm just so fucking rich. No, I get the fuck up and go to work every day. I'm not wealthy. I'm just regular middle class. However, so people do not send me money. That's number one. Number two, no, I mean it's not. It's to me, it's not about like all the other rules that other content creators put in themselves. Oh, you need to be consistent. You need to build up your numbers. You need to be. I don't see the beef sector like that. There's nowhere for me to grow. There's nothing gonna happen from this. I'm just bullshitting with the
and having a
community
good time while you're
that
here.
yeah, that I fell in love with. I'm just bullshitting. Yeah. So,
Well, you have support. Read the comment on the screen.
oh, hey, Robin of Detroit. Mademoiselle, I live for your community wall. I get the same joy I used to get from Oh No's channel back in the day. Thank you so much. And very good to see you, Robin in Detroit. I appreciate the praise. Like, it's really cool, you know, and appreciate it. But
And I
again,
did thought she was the first one to say something about the child being nonverbal. But I did just notice she just started saying the autistic part once everybody else started saying it. I guess she never knew the name of what it was or something, maybe. But
we've heard the child enough to know that she is nonverbal, and I've heard the child enough to know that she can mimic words, you
right,
know, or you know, like do like sounds, grunting sounds to let you know what she's, you know, feeling or whatever. So it's a, you know, a higher level than, you know, no verbal, but it is, you know what I mean, it's on a spectrum. However, for Nicole Reloaded to actually, you know, say that the little girl was like making complete phrases, and that and not only, if you think about the phrase that she said, the little girl said, not only would the girl be making whole phrases, but then that means she would be comprehending what was happening on YouTube. It was
Right.
just an ignorant statement, and it was just, and like I said, I mean, she dared to fuck with the sassy show. So I live to embarrass, these people like that. So I caught the 5 minutes of it, and most likely it'll go on my wall to embarrass her even more, because it's just an ignorant statement. And then somebody dropped down and said, "You're lying," and she said, "No, I'm not lying." And it was just stupid. So yeah.
Yeah, I didn't. I mean, it would have been a Christmas miracle, but I'm gonna just leave it at that.
Ouch is a complete phrase. Is it 300?
Don't let
That seems like
300 take you down that rabbit hole. Hey,
it seems like
Rodney.
an adjective. Yeah, that doesn't appear to be a
All
phrase.
kids definitely comprehend pain. That's for sure. So, so Sassy, while I still have you here for a
Another
few more
ignorant
moments,
statement. Go ahead.
um, will we have a holiday live show Sunday?
I don't know. I have to
Hey,
see what's
Tony.
going on. Hey Tony. I have to see what's going on with the family. I know we need to go to my parents' house to help my mother put up her 1001 decorations. So like it's a whole fucking ordeal. Um and I don't know when that's happening. I don't know if
Okay.
I'm doing Black Friday shopping. So I just got to kind of play that by ear. And then what am I going to talk about? Like, what am I?
You haven't given your true sides of the situation because you can still give us a sassy situation because I know that's your duty. And of course, you're going to approach the situation with caution, and you could maybe bring an insight that others like myself who don't really care for the mom don't see, or put us in a position to maybe feel, you know what I'm saying, have a different sense of feeling about it. It doesn't have to come off as like a, I know it wouldn't come off from you because you're not that type of person, as a drag, but it can be like a reality check, a little, hey girl, like sis, wake up, snap up, you know what I'm saying, you losing it, we losing you type, pep talk type situation. I don't know, I can see that. Hey, Yaya.
Yeah, no.
Not to apply the pressure, but
No, no, no pressure applied. I don't know about that. I think that that situation is really, really real. My commentary style is more playful, more making fun
understood.
of things.
So you don't want to belittle the situation. That is a real situation. I,
It's a
I can
real
respect that.
situation, and if I was going to talk about it, I would want to talk about it with uppity, and I don't want to talk about it with uppity. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think,
Well,
I
you
mean,
might as well. She everywhere else talking about it. She was on Max
I
Boogie's panel,
got,
and
I saw a
for
little
some
bit.
reason, I'm still the topic of her discussion. And
I,
she's go ahead, my bad.
no, I'm sorry, I'm interrupting you because I'm kind of excited about that. I did not see her talking about you again. Another live that I think went on for more than a few hours, and I caught a few minutes of it, and the few minutes that I caught, it was let me say this. I do feel like she has people that are trying their best to come at whatever angle they feel like is going to reach her. And the same vein that Max was, this is my opinion of a little bit that I saw, the same vein, and then Tia was up there. Um,
Not that baby's still awake.
um, but it just seemed like they were like, is Tia a troll, or is she like is that her?
Tia BBG,
What?
Big Boss General Tia, that
Yeah,
used to
yeah,
be.
yeah, 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 her.
I can't say she a troll. I just think this is how she acts. Like, no shade.
It's very troll like. Like I couldn't take her serious.
I thought she was just a country girl, like from the country type. That's what I got from it.
It's not, it's more than that. I'm talking about the thing. I'm not talking about her accent. I'm talking about the things that she's saying.
Oh no.
Like
Mister
she it
Secret says
feels
she's not a troll, but
it feels like she's trolling. You understand? That's why I'm asking that question. Now I know she's a real person. I know we've seen her. I'm saying I'm not
right.
using
But you're just saying like, does she play around or so?
she's playing.
I know she makes jokes in the chats. I never seen her get up on a panel and do it though.
Okay, so that was interesting. It when I listened to her, I was like, is she serious? But anyway, I feel like people are trying to, there is a whole other side when people say nobody's trying to give her resources or trying to reach out. There are those people. But I don't think, I mean, as soon as Max was on, is pro uppity. But when she said, if you need help, there's no shame in asking for help. And if you if you popped your child, then you popped them. And uppity said, what do I need help for? And I did not pop my child.
So she okay.
So where do I go with that?
You can't because if she don't see it, I mean, if she's only gonna see it her way, then you just can let her process it on her own and just gotta let her do her thing.
That's it. So go take me back to like what am I supposed to talk about on Sunday?
That's true. So
You see what I'm saying?
bypass that. Yeah, that's another something that could be swept under the rug. Because I honestly, I mean, I know I kickstarted a lot of it, but I'm over it myself. But look, what did Tia actually say? Like, what kind of stuff was she saying? Because I doubt if I go watch, I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm not going to watch somebody who I don't watch.
Right.
And also I heard her talking so bad about the beef sector. Like, I didn't think it
Really?
was beef.
What was she
I'm
talking
sorry.
about the beef sector?
Well, not. I mean, I heard her saying like how these people are using her for content, and I don't know where everybody get this whole people are using her to make money to be thrown off the panel. That paying off the panel shit ain't been going on for like a month now, if I can say. I wasn't. I mean, I've been in on it, but I don't think. Hold on. Uh-uh. I don't think that it's been happening as regularly as it had been at one point in time. That was like a October thing. That hasn't really went on in November.
What I don't understand. What did Tia say?
Oh, I was asking you what did Tia say because I didn't watch over there.
Well, what were you just talking about? You said something about getting knocked. Were you talking to the chat about not being knocked off the panel?
Oh, so everybody keeps saying that uppity is used over here as a prop to make money off of. They keep saying people bring her up on the panel to make money to get her dropped off. But I was saying they can stop using that narrative because that hasn't gone on in like a month or two to where people are sending money to drop
Oh,
people.
oh, okay. I think. Well, I haven't heard the money part of the being dropped off the panel part. I heard more so uh that she's being used for fodder and she's allowing herself to be used for fodder. But there's been so many. I mean, Dory, MU, um, uh, gosh, there's been so many people though, Lovely Love. I mean, there's a lot of people you can say that about. But at Dimples, Lolo at one point, you know what I'm saying? Terry P. I mean, there's a lot of people that people have put that umbrella on. So I don't think that's anything new. But the bottom line is that they choose to click the link,
Right.
and they choose
So
to click the link repeatedly. So
Summer Breeze said, despite perhaps she talks about you the most because you're a gay man that dragged her daughter. The worst, cockeyed, nappy head bitch, dirty, retarded, etc. You actually did start. Oh, okay. I don't take back none of what I said or starting it. So thank you for your observation.
And one of the things that Tia was saying that I thought that, and if she's listening, if she can click the link.
It get you.
But one of the things that I thought was troll like is she kept saying, the only reason why we're talking about this is because you forgot to mute. You forgot to mute. And it was like she was using this real nonsensical argument to keep saying that we shouldn't even be talking about this because the only thing that went wrong is you forgot to mute. And I was like, what are you saying? I don't understand. And then she turns that statement into, and I'm paraphrasing, but this was a gist. And I personally think that it's Yusef's fault that he should have muted you. And then Uppity says, yeah, you're right. He should have muted me. And then they start talking, yeah, for real. Then they start talking about all of this other stuff. Then they come back around to, Tia is again to me trolling, saying, if it was me, but if it was me, I would have muted my homegirl. I'm not gonna call you my homegirl and not mute you. And then Uppy's like, yeah, I saw that, I recognize that. And I was like, what?
Mm.
It was the weirdest thing. Molly, you were there? Yes, MKS. It was the ultimate gaslighting, and that is what a troll's purpose is. So I've only, recently become familiar with Tia. I didn't know she was in Rita's camp and this and that and the other. I think I took hold of her last year when she was begging for ham and crying because you guys wouldn't go to her page. Um, But
I, the ham part.
I mean,
I,
for real, she was. She was like, I mean, I can't get no ham. I can't get no ham. I come up here every day. I can't get. I was like, "Bitch, somebody get this motherfucker get this motherfucker a ham, 'cause, baby. But
not she used the child for cash apps. Lord.
Uppity just no, that's not true, Sally. She doesn't even put her cash up like that, Sally. You've been a little feisty lately, Sally. You everything okay over there?
Sally be trying.
But yeah,
Look, I don't know how to read Sally at times. Because in some places, Sally be the nicest little thing. Then other times, Sally's like, bitch, I can't stand you. You annoy me. Like, I don't be knowing which way to take it. So I just read on.
yeah, I think Sally is fond of me. But yeah, Sally's a mess. Sally one of those ones that can get blocked and be like, "Why did you block me?" And I'll be like, in my head, "You probably said some real fucked up, smart ass shit." But because she's not nasty or didn't curse, she's like, "What did I do?" But I get it. I'm kind of like that a little bit. But I, like you said, honey, I tags them, and I love. There's only like one or two people that I won't tag because they'll say that I'm harassing and bullying them. But one, that's another reason why I started doing walls. No, 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 no direct shade meant. However, I'm not good with subliminals at all. Like, it's very difficult for me to understand you guys' nicknames that you have for people if I don't understand it. I don't understand when you put on your wall, y'all are talking like y'all are cursing somebody out and y'all think we all know who it is. And I'm like,
Right.
what are they talking to? And so I was like, if I'm gonna do this, oh no, bitch, this is what's up. Like, this is a part of my, like, who I am. We tagging bitches over here. I don't care who it is. But there's only like one or two. Like, I won't tag Nicole Reloaded anymore because she'll start crying and shit. Although I fucking love when she starts crying now. Like, it's one of my, I can't, oh God, it's so, I
I
love
didn't
it.
even know that she was still doing content. I remember Nicole from Stereo Days. We did a show one time together, and she used to talk about her page being shadow banned and all that back then. But she still said that
Uh-huh.
same shit now. At some point, I felt like just get a new fucking page. Like,
She's lying. I mean, the one of the best hey Chanel, one of the best things lies that she said this year was that there was a fat nigga with skinny legs stalking the outside of her place and driving by yelling, "You're a fat bitch."
you lying? What? What? So descriptive. Fat with
I
skinny
can't
legs.
even get it. driving by driving by her house saying, "You're a fat bitch, Nicole." and and they were hacking her and all kind of shit. But that was one of the best. And some fat nigga with skinny legs apparently is stalking Nicole Reloaded, and apparently it's very, very serious. So I should not be laughing about it. But then after a while, with the 3.5 people in her chat, and they're, "Oh, Nicole, God is, God is your savior, and we're gonna put an armor around you, and all this shit. Let's hold hands." And then she starts crying, and it's just one of the best fucking moments ever.
You
So
have to let me know the next time this happens.
I
That's my
have
boo,
to.
but
No,
I
but
would like to observe.
oh, yeah, but when I try to tell some people to go over to Nicole, they be like, "Bitch, we ain't going over there." So I just start keeping it to myself.
Well, put it on your wall. Cappy Queen, I'm new to this sector. I'm usually mukbang. I come from the mukbang sector, mukbang community. Boy, coming from someone who is coming from a place who is going to school for teaching. Okay. They say, oh, you put names on it. I got what you were saying, Summer Breeze. Um, and my goal was to hurt her the most. So I mean, it did what it was intended to do. So if that means that I have a target on my back for life for doing that, I'm fine with that. Um, because I still feel that she's an unfit mother, and I still feel that the child needs somebody that cares about her in her life. So I mean, She can be mad at me, but she mad at the wrong thing. She need to be mad at herself for allowing herself to stay in the position that she's in the situation that she's in. She's too comfortable in that. So,
You know
nothing
what?
but
Let me say this, because I let me say this. See, I don't want to talk about this situation, but it was so, you know, I mean, it was whatever. But that stuff that happened yesterday, again, I would love to talk to her if we could at least agree on what factually happened yesterday. Then we can go from there. I'm not asking for any conversation, uppity. This is all hypothetical. I'm okay with not ever talking about this again. I'm just saying that if I were to talk about this, I would want to talk to you about it and we would have to agree on what factually happened. That aside, somebody did make a good point today, and I believe it was Max Boogie. I can't remember though. That and I don't think it was her, but I can't remember. But it was a great point. I want to repeat it. We do see Uppity with her child every single day. We
yes.
see the child on the bus going to school or whatever they're doing, running their errands. We hear her cooking for the child. We hear what she's going to cook for the child. We hear her in the background banging on pots or pans or whatever her, whatever she's getting into at that time. So they do spend a lot of time together. And I'm not in a position to be telling anybody that they're an unfit parent. I think that yesterday was very unfortunate. I think she lost her temper. I don't think it's the first time. And I think that if she were to acknowledge that and say that she needed help, I think she would see an outpouring of empathy and
Hell yeah.
from this sector that I think she would actually see what she's actually searching for. And so that's the sad part for me. Like, girl, fuck all this other shit. I don't know, all this calling CPS and all that shit. That's shit I can't get into. But the other side of that is you did lose your temper yesterday. And it was out of bounds. You cannot be speaking to anybody like that. I don't care if the child was 14. You don't need to be talking to them in that manner, because words actually hurt. So there may be some tools and some resources that the community could help you, and I think that they would do that, and then that would be that. But
So I can agree, but then they'll say that I'm fake supporting or caring. But no, I mean I have a real heart up under all of this shit I got on my chest. But like I could never take away the fact that she does not love that child. Like, if I think out of all her kids, that's her favorite child. And I don't know if it's because she the baby or what, but she definitely says the child name 1,000 times. She
she
speaks
does.
her praises, and she does for her as far as she's always talking about, I got to get this for Nyla. I got to do this for
Yeah,
Nyla. You are
yeah.
correct.
Mm-hmm.
And even as a mom, and I'll give her this, even as a mom, she goes as far as to make sure she's getting her nutrition and stuff. A lot of kids don't eat a lot of things, and especially if she is autistic, and knowing that they have issues with sensories and colors and touches and textures, certain things they aren't going to try. So she'll mask it into her. I've heard her say she'll do it like her sauce, and she'll
Yeah,
blend up all the vegetables and stuff. So yes, she puts all of the thought, the effort, and the time into doing that. Yes, but it's the doing that at the same time as showing us every single thing on YouTube that hurts her, and it puts her back in a position because, of course, if you're entertaining us, you're going to miss something on the other end. Whereas I feel maybe go take care of that and then come in here and kick it and play. But I mean, I can't tell no grown person when to get online or anything.
yeah,
But
because I mean, there's a lot of people that are online such a significant amount of time. Like I said, even
look
with,
at Jay Dog.
I know. But they're online such a large amount of time, and I don't see them get backlash. I see them getting financial support. They get, support in likes, shares, and views. And they spend an exorbitant amount of time online, and I can't spend that amount of time online, and I don't have children, so I don't quite understand that. And I do get, so that part of it is kind of like, we're all addicted to it, but we're addicted to it on different levels, and we have different stuff going on in our lives, right? So, that's another thing. I mean, what is she supposed to replace this with? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's just her and her baby. That's what I believe. I do not believe that there's a man in the house. I believe it's just her and her baby with no village whatsoever to speak of. And I can't imagine. I cannot imagine not having any type of outlet other than people online that I'm actually making myself fodder for. So it's not even my type of online presence, because assure you, you hoes couldn't be fucking making fun of me every goddamn time I click a link, because I'm not, my feelings, I'm too sensitive for that type of shit, you know?
I will give it to the strongest person I know. Dwayne, go ahead with your question. Would you accept Yusuf's apology if he came to you and did apologize? That's a great question, and I guess I need a mature person to talk with, Sassy. So, and I'm not saying that you're not mature, Dwayne. I'm just saying since she's here, I can verbally ask her because that
you
came off shady. That was
you
not the intention, but no, to verbally do it. Hey everybody coming in. Um, so Sassy, did you see the situation of how he? Okay, so he doesn't like the fact that I've come at her. That's fine. That's understanding. I'm not taking that away from nobody because I go hard at her. And I go hard because we have a history of this. And I have a habit of being able to, I can beef with you and I know when to let it go and I can move on from things. People have said despicable things to me and have done things such as contacting my job and or attempting to contact and do different stuff like that. I can forgive and I can move on. People have even spoke bad on my kids and I can move on because out of everything said, my kids heard none of it. None of it has permeated. None of it has come to fruition. None of it has, you know what I'm saying, played any effect or any part in any of my life. So I'm not hurt by the things that people say. It doesn't leave a emotional scar or anything. Now, it does make me look at you differently because I know if you've once felt this way, then you'll always feel this way. So I don't give you the same thing that you've always had. But like, I don't hold grudges. I don't harp on situations. So when me and her would have got to arguing 4 or 5 months ago, once I stopped arguing with you about it and different things, I don't think about it. But I can't diminish the fact that it scarred you because clearly, if you're still talking about it to this day, it had to hurt you in some type of way, have you, to where you're still saying, oh, and O.D.S threatened me and he did this. So I didn't know it was leaving such a scarring effect on that person or any person for that matter. And I'm not a person to go back and fix that, especially for a person who I don't care for. So it's like feel how you want over there. Like, shoo, get away from me. Now, as far as the Yusef part, he didn't like the way I carried uppity. So he said. So he drawed up this whole panel to where I'm gonna save the day. Dun, 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 dun. He put his little vest around his neck. He put that crop top shirt on and them tight ass little um shorts
oh
that King
my
Roma had on. And
God.
bitch, he flew his pussy ass out that window and he came at attack mode for me. Bitch,
Mhm.
like a motherfucking toy soldier or some shit. I don't know why he did that dummy mission though, because I shot his motherfucking ass the fuck down, and that bitch won't even come up and talk to me on the panel or come up and confront me. Ain't no talking, bitch, and it ain't no making up. I'll say that right now, because you carried me like a motherfucker, bitch. So you can carry your ass the fuck back where you was with your 6 viewers, your whack ass ratchet randomness of a show, and that corny ass fuck shit that you be cooking in that little country ass kitchen you got. We will never be friends. We will never be cool. We will never be shit. So, Sassy, I don't need your opinion on a motherfucking thing. Fuck that nigga. I meant everything I said. He looks poor, dirty, and like he smells like piss. Hey, Tracy.
This is in the chat when I say I'm leaving.
No, because I felt like he played me. So, fuck that nigga. Because he did all that off of the strength of some shit that he didn't know about. And
Yeah.
now look at the egg that's on his face because now she's telling people you should have muted for her when no bitch you should have muted for you. Like,
Yeah, it's listen, everybody
hey
you
Sophie.
know, everybody plays the fool sometimes, you know, and I'm very, very fond of Yusef. But again, see, that's why I had to come up, with some clarity. No, ain't nothing going on my wall or coming out of my mouth that I have not, you know, verified. You know what I mean? And so I heard when I heard the passion, I was like, wait, that's not exactly what happened. And I wasn't even there, and I know that that's not exactly how it went down. Now, anyway, the way that you guys talk to each other sometimes is deplorable. But I pretty much know that if somebody tells me that you're acting a fool towards somebody, my question isn't going to be why did you do that? My question is going to be what did they do to you?
Right.
So, and I don't ask those questions because I don't really want to know. You know what I'm saying? Because then that's a whole rabbit hole. So I do know that I do know for a fact that it had to be a two-way street. And I think everybody needs to, learn a better way of communicating towards each other. But I'm not, let me side note real quick. I'm not one of those people that click the link and go, hokey dokey on people and, start talking about, shit like they're on the phone with their homegirls. And people
Right.
really stop doing that shit because that's not what the link is for. And definitely not in the beef sector.
Right.
But anyway, yeah, I don't know if I had to guess, I would think Yusef is probably kind of, second guessing. I don't think he's second guessing standing up for his friend, but the way that it was done, perhaps maybe he's second guessing that because he could have still stood up for her and kind of left you out of it, not left
His
you out,
approach could have been
not
a lot different,
hard.
but I could have seen if I came in the chat and like, man, fuck this interview. Oh, this about to be some bullshit. I came in respectful. I first of all, I didn't say a word at first, because I knew I would be the topic of subject at some point. I didn't expect it would be right in the beginning. So as soon as his opening monologue included my name, oh bitch, all bets was off at that point. So I began to talk my shit. I said, no, first I said you could drop the link. I ain't dropping no motherfucking link. You can get your motherfucking ass to your own chat. This is Uppity Show. I can schedule you a show if you want it. Bitch, what the fuck I look like coming to your dead ass channel talking about scheduling a show, bitch? You still fishing for content. And I won't be the one to provide it for you. Bitch, I'm just getting my views. Get your shit out the mud like I had to do.
But see that, that's what I'm saying. If I start talking about this stuff, because I understand people wanting to talk about different things, but it's when you guys start talking, it sends my mind into like another realm. Because I'm like, I want to talk to Uppity. I want to know a rhetorical Uppity, because sometimes sometimes people say stuff and you be getting it wrong. This is rhetorical. I'm not literally saying I want to talk to you.
Thank you for becoming a member.
Um, but Uppity, what were you telling Yusef? Why what did you tell Yusef to get him so hyped up about this agenda, of gay men attacking you? What what was the purpose of that live? Was it anyway, what was the purpose of that live, and then do you see anything like esoteric or spiritual about you possibly being in a position to gaslight your friend to do this live because he's very passionate about that subject, and then the entire live is just null and void because you made a horrific mistake in talking to your child like so viciously? Like, do you see anything that the universe is like trying to say something to you? Like, those are the kind of questions I have, because clearly, she gaslit Yusef to start that live on her behalf. And I know that he's fond of her, but Yusef is not, he's a decently smart guy. He has to clearly understand after today, like, dang.
So I feel I do feel like, but the irony in it is she cannot stand gay men. So while he's fighting first for a black woman, I'm fighting first just for my own black self as a gay man. Like, I don't know. I'm sorry. Like, she can't stand,
Self-preservation first.
huh?
Self-preservation is first.
Right. Hey, Rico the Brat. But like, she can't stand gay men. But he's so wanting to push his motive of, or push his agenda of the black woman and this and how we not respecting and this and that and the third, that he don't realize that this black woman on his panel feels like he's beneath her, feels like he's shit, feels like, you know what I'm saying? He
Yeah.
doesn't deserve to be a parent. He doesn't deserve to have kids. Like, nothing about him is right because he's a faggot. Her words, not mine. Um, I don't have the membership link right now because I'm in the bed, but it's on my community wall. I had shared it out like a day or two ago. If anybody needed it, sorry. Hey, just with the mess.
When they say that, can they not just go to the homepage and join and hit the join
No,
button?
because if you've ever been a member and like your membership falls off, When you
Uh-huh.
go, you don't see it. So you have to go to a desktop computer in order to see
Oh,
the
that
joint.
is so weird. I never knew that. Okay, thanks
Yeah.
for
All right, hold on. Um, I'm
bring
sorry.
the
Hey,
sugar with it.
viewers in the back. Hold on.
Okay.
Hey, view. Sorry, I didn't hear the beep.
Hello.
Okay.
Hey, view.
Uh, hey, Sassy. Can you all hear me?
We can hear you.
We can hear you now.
Okay. Good morning. What time is it? Yeah. Well, good morning. Good morning. I'm really shocked at how the things played out with Yusuf. Because I adore him, and I don't think it played out how it probably should have been. Because I've known him for years, and I think I was probably one of the uh, people that brought him over here to our sector, which I hate that. I hate that. That sounds so stupid. Um, I do know that he did praise Uppity a lot. I think Uppity has gotten a little bit more. Um, Under him as far as just being a black woman that he wants to help and all that kind of stuff. I don't know why. I'm really mad that this whole thing happened like it did. He is very, very loyal, but he does have these things where he wants to protect the black woman and all that kind of stuff. But I don't think he understood how evil and mean and how much of a how this woman really needs help. I don't think he understood it. So I really feel bad that everybody is probably listening to this whole thing because I was on the live. Y'all hear my name? Da 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 da. Viewers of you, how you doing, viewers of you? He's so loyal. He's so. I.
Who you talking about, Yusuf?
Mhm.
So because Pam, you are a staple in the, and he's a clout chaser. So because your name hold weight, the same way he run over, hey Auntie Nika, and but
I
bitch, you couldn't show
know,
the
but
fuck
I
up for
didn't.
her. You couldn't show up for her commitment like you promised her that you would, though.
But
Oh,
see,
okay,
I've known him for I guess like at least 7 or 8 years. Not just, and I know people say that he's a clout chaser. I hear that a lot, but I know him a little bit differently than what you all do know
okay,
him. And
sorry.
I'm so surprised. I am so surprised at how things have played out. I know now when you was dragging with the Teal Kitchen and all that kind of stuff, I was like, oh Lord, I understand all that kind of stuff like that, but when I tell you he's so loyal,
I don't think
I
you is a cloud chaser, and
I don't either.
and I was a gigantic fan of the Teal Kitchen because I'm a
Me
cook,
too.
and
Yes,
so
ma'am.
yeah, because I'm a cook, so I don't have those thoughts about Youssef.
Oh,
I
good.
Yeah, I personally feel like he's more aware than he may want to acknowledge publicly because that is his friend. He has been knowing
Mhm.
her for a long time, longer than us. And I do think that he's probably loyal to a fault. And I do think that he thought that there was some truth in what she was saying. And a friend reached out, asked for help, and he wanted to help. And the passion that he gave ODS, although it was, in my opinion, not warranted, I think it was based off of probably a little bit that he heard and a lot bit that Uppity told him. So again, I don't put really a lot of blame on Yusuf. I because he's just trying to help out a friend, and that's the way I see it. I would like to know where Uppity's thought process was involving Yusuf in the process.
Well,
Well, if he
then,
was,
well, what the hell am I here for? Okay, Miss, whatever Miss Sassy just said is the exact same. No, I really do feel what she said. I didn't mean to cut you off. What's your name? No, I'm just being funny. Official. No, what she just said is the exact same thing that I want to say because I've probably known him a little bit longer, maybe than Sassy, but yeah, I feel exactly the way that she said it, and I think that let me just shut the fuck up because I got COVID, and I'll talk to y'all later. Okay. Bye.
feel better for you.
I
Bye.
mean,
Bye,
I
bye,
So
baby.
feel bad.
okay, okay. So y'all say maybe he's not a clout chaser. I still feel differently. Um, but if you're going to be a reporter in anything, you have to check your work. You can't just come on and going crazy. So, like, what if this would have been a real deal, a live that 1,000 or so people would have came to and
Mm,
saw him? First of all, he didn't know how to use his equipment.
yeah, it was,
We spent 15 minutes looking at a square in a box as he talks, and he brings her up. She's really low. Then he moving himself, and you see the on screen stuff. So like the production wasn't there for that. That's fine.
well,
All right.
again, she brought him up, last minute. I need you, I need you, I need you, and he
Right. So that's what
said,
and as a journalist or whatever that he that's when he's supposed to say, hey, let's put this together and let's do this. Let's not do this while you're manic. Then wasn't the time for it. And it
mm-hmm,
clearly wasn't the time, as we see.
mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, such that now that's a point that I don't think I've heard. Now that's a point I don't think I've heard. We need to delve into that. That's true. Like,
Because
yeah,
with any type of reporting, you have to use not I'm about to say integrity, but yeah, definitely integrity.
it's
But
called journalistic integrity. I know you're being
right.
facetious by using that, word, but that's what it's called. Like if we
That's exactly were where I was going with that because I used
yeah,
to be mass communication. Look,
yeah,
but it's been some years. But you're supposed to journalistic integrity. You have to research for yourself because once you put it out there in the atmosphere, you take the weight of that at that point. And
yeah,
that's exactly what went on in this case. You're coming on and you're screaming at the camera. Imagine if you were in a position of, if he was in a higher position of doing something, you get on with this false perception of something based off of a one-sided incident that you got, and you immediately charge that and start blocking your whole chat. Like you can ruin your whole career in one live over a person who just used you to get back at the beef sector. And she said, oh, let me go get this other gay because she always tells me I'm scared to fight with men. But I guess I proved her wrong last night, huh?
that was a false narrative to begin with. I don't even like that's kind of silly to me. I'm like, what? I don't understand that one at all. Yeah. I mean, it was a lot. It was a lot. Like I said, if the universe would have slapped me like that, I definitely got to look. I got to sit my ass down and look at some stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, girl, you thought you was doing this, and let me just, I mean, again, I'm not going to be in a position to be attacking her right now when I know she
No,
has feelings.
absolutely. This is not an attack thing.
Yeah, I have to keep saying that because I cannot be in that position because I really, I know that is high pressure situation for her right now. I don't care what she says. That's just how the energy that I'm getting. But to me, that was, I mean, I think that it was very, very manipulative to involve your homie, your to involve your homie. He was a willing participant. I'm not saying she, twisted his arm or anything, but to manipulate the situation to that level is, she says that her baby's father is a narcissist, but that's a clear narcissistic trait to be able to, gaslight and manipulate to that level where, you're making people believe your side of the story over what the truth is. And I have an announcement to make. I watched Pizarro for the first time in a year. And so so thank you, Uppity, for that. Because I definitely was not gonna miss the Uppity train. Anything she was on last night, I was gonna be there, okay?
Right.
And period. And to see her say, I didn't just use the F word. I didn't just use
Yeah,
the
that
F word.
part was cringy.
And I was like,
But the
oh,
fact that she really didn't realize that she said it and she was really aloof to it, like she was really like, no, I didn't say it. No, I didn't say it. Play it for me. Play it for me. Show me where I said it. Like,
but that's not
what?
called aloofness because remember they played it, baby. They jumped up on that on that panel like I got it, I got it, I got it. She was like, okay, and
Everybody.
okay, and they played it. She listened to it, and then she said, "No, that what I didn't just say that.
That was old.
That was old." And so that's deep. That's real deep to me. That's way deeper than I'm just willy nilly lying. That's deeper than even pathological. That's something else. That's literally saying. That's what I'm
In
saying.
her mind, that did not happen at all.
Did it not happen, or is she that deep into her manipulation that I am smarter than everybody in this room? I don't know
Yes,
which one it is.
I think that's the case because when she's so serious when she says the tiny waist stuff, like not, and I'm not being funny. I'm not shading at all, but like she really means it with all intents and purpose that I'm tiny waist, I'm the most beautiful person. It's a great thing to feel that way about yourself. But at some point, you have to come to reality and remember I may be beautiful, I may be pretty, but I might not be the prettiest person to everyone. Like, oh no.
Mm, no, no, yeah. I mean, I know people who aren't attractive and they will say, I'm not attractive, but I'm a really nice person, or I'm really smart, or, I might not be the best looking girl, but I'm this or that. So, I mean, I'm more of a realistic kind of girl. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to be like, oh, girl, my thighs are so juicy when like I'm a size 8 and I mean, I'm all legs. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of like, that seems weird to me because, I would love to have hips and thighs, but that's not what I have. You know what I mean?
So, Kathy, the link is for anyone. You're welcome to hit it if you have something to contribute to the conversation. So don't feel. She said, "Can
Hold
anyone
on.
join
What
the
did Happy
panel?"
Bear say?
I really want to say something, but I'm nervous. The information I have is coming from me going to school for my bachelor's in early school education. Oh, I mean, and you've been saying things in regards to, helping for the baby and stuff. I don't think that that's a bad thing to speak or to come up and give your advice.
No, yeah, it's okay. I mean, you're doing a lot of pre-talk. Just say whatever it is that you feel like you
And I
want
believe she is
to.
intelligent. I very, very much believe that. She speaks very well.
Well, Ebony always says she's intelligent. Yeah, I mean, okay.
But my thing is, I don't know.
But you see, like it takes you on this roller coaster of emotions. You know what I mean? I mean, yesterday was just a roller coaster of emotions. I think that's why it was so like quiet. I think for the rest of today, I was like doing stuff, but I didn't get a whole bunch of notifications. But yesterday, it was just such a big range of emotions. I mean, I was laughing at some
Okay,
parts.
Tracy.
Hey, Teresa Cakes. I don't know why y'all are surprised. She's been mentally ill. There's a lot of mental illness going on around here. Um, and probably, it's indicative of the society as a whole. But when you see something at that level, it's a cause for pause. Like it's like, wait, what am I watching? And I remember like one time when the first and only time that I did a live and she was a part of the segment, she was not happy with me at all. And that was after I think the first contest. And I saw the aftermath and she went back to her live and she was crying and I think that's when she what was that? She was putting the mustard. Was that mac and cheese?
Yeah.
Okay. So I just had a lot to say about that. And she was not happy with me. And she felt like I was jumping on a bandwagon. Then she went as far as to say that I was doing this for gay men and James and all that. And we had to get that clear. Just, that's lie roasting. That's not a part of my blueprint to do anything for anybody. But she, feelings were hurt. Okay, cool. But I told her the reason why I went live, or the reason why she was a part of that lives and it had a segment, is because I thought when I was calling her, hey Judy, I thought she was in on the joke. I thought she was fully
Because
aware.
a Judy is like a hag, right?
It is. It's a ag hag, but no,
Okay.
I'm just saying like that's not the part of the joke. The part of the joke that I thought she was in on was her behavior. See, so because I'm very sarcastic and very witty with my reads, I thought that she was like a witty troll. Like I thought she knew what she was fully aware of what she was doing. Like so when she turns on her camera and she's smoking a cigarette and she's showing y'all her teeth and she's dancing and I thinking the whole time I'm like, "Oh, this is really funny. This is very clever. She's very smart to turn this around in her favor. Like there's nothing you can say about me cuz I'm putting it out there." That's what I assumed.
Hold on 1 second. We have a visitor. Sassy, can you not drop down real quick? Because let's. We have Miss Cappy Queen joining us, and this is my first time meeting her. I do believe. Oh, she fell off.
If it's her first time, let's give her a second.
That normally does happen, right?
Let's drop their link again because.
All right.
Yeah, I'm here for the show. A form of self deprecation. Like I just thought she was in on the joke. I mean, and so I had a great appreciation for that. But then after that particular contest, and she went back and started crying and mixing up exactly what happened. That's when I was like, wait, so you're not in on this joke. Then I'm saying to myself, okay, then I have to. Oh, go ahead.
Are you good? Cappy?
Hi, can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm
Well,
so sorry. This is my
no,
first
you're
time being
good.
on like live or whatever, but I just want to say something real quick. I literally just took a special education class, and what I noticed is that like if kids who have special needs, they have so much help for parents. It's ridiculous. I think that Uppity needs to reach out to her state, get the free help for her daughter. It's available. Like special needs, autistic kids, they have IEPs, which are people who come in, who analyze them, who basically they review them in their natural setting, which would probably be her house or a school if she goes to school. Because I don't know if she goes to school, because I feel like every time she's online, I feel like Nala's home. I don't even know if Nala goes to school, which is sad, but there's so much help for moms and dads, not excluding dads, who can get the help for their autistic children. There's even for her to get help, there's help out there, and I just don't think she wants the help. I don't know why. I don't know if it's for clicks and views.
I'm
I just
thinking maybe,
know.
and I know you see me keep playing with the banner, but I don't think you can flash me or anything, right?
No, no, I'm like new to the B sector. I'm not
All
B
right, just
sector.
making sure.
I'm
All right,
literally from
hold
like the
on one
mukbang
second.
community and got like
Give
entered in.
give me 1 second. We have another guest in the back. And, I definitely want to acknowledge your
Okay.
question. Hold on to the guest in the back. Um, I
Okay.
think it's more of a, I don't know, Sassy. How do you feel? Look, because I feel one thing, but I don't want to say nothing.
Oh,
And
you tried
y'all know
it.
that's not my friend, so I feel like I'm out of place to give recommendations. So go ahead.
I mean, I think.
And I know. Oh, sorry,
Oh,
Sassy. Go ahead, Sassy.
I was just going to answer your question per ODS. I mean, I think what you're saying, everybody said before. I mean, I'm sure I don't know about the resources. I'm sure they're plentiful because I keep hearing it. I'm sure ODS will be back. But I mean, if she
Mhm.
doesn't recognize that she needs help or is not going to ask for
Mhm.
help, for all we know, she may be
Mhm.
getting help. So she may be getting help. I have heard her talk about therapy and,
Mhm.
and maybe the child is getting help. So we don't, that's just one of those things that I guess people say, but it's not
Mhm.
nothing that we can do about that. You know what I mean?
Hold on one
Yeah.
second. Let me bring up this person who's in the back. Oh damn.
Oh, okay. Did you see what somebody wrote in the back chat?
Uh-uh. Hold on.
Wait, what?
Oh, and
Mm.
that's who I saw back there. Okay. They said the judge uppity claim she got fired is still working. I mean, that's not surprising. So, I mean, that's
Yeah.
deep for y'all to verify that information, though. I will say that whoever verified that, that was a dig. I wouldn't have went that far to care, like,
Mm.
but but I don't want to overlook your comment. So I feel I don't know. It's hard for me to give an assessment or because I feel like a lot of you guys feel I want the best for her. I want her to have the best for her
Mhm.
child. I know she does the best for her child, but I want to make sure she getting her own mental health together as well, and not just putting all her focus on YouTube and the child. I want to make sure that she's okay mentally. Not I want to, because y'all say that's fake that I care about her because I
You don't
don't care about her.
let me say this. Let me say that. I don't think you have to keep qualifying that. Yes, you said some deplorable things to each
Right, but
other,
I can still
right?
feel
And
for a
you
person.
can still feel for her. The two things can be true at the same time. So I don't know where these people grew up, how they grew up, that I have to absolutely 100% agree with everything you say, or I have to completely despise you and you're a complete liar and a no good for nothing son of a bitch. But I live in a lot of gray, and two things can be true at the same time. And I just want you to know that because you're not that type of person. I don't know what triggered you to go that low, but it feels like to me that you might be like, I said what I said, I'm gonna stand in it. However, now this is a different situation. We're dealing with real life shit. So I can show some type of empathy, and I don't think that that's fake. I think that that's being like a
And
real.
that's it on the head, because I see YouTube as one thing and I see real life as another. The things that I say to people on here on YouTube, they don't necessarily, unless you emotionally carry it, it doesn't carry over into real life. This right here is a whole different level. I would never want for any mother, black, white, red, or blue, to lose the custody of their child for anything. Because who will take care of your child better than you? You know what I'm saying? Especially if you have a child that has special needs. So I don't think that she's a bad mom. I think she makes bad decisions, and I think that she spends a lot of time here where she could put that focus in a different way of being around and giving her child. Yes, she's banging on pots and stuff, but that's just because she wants you to talk to her like you
That's
talking
her
to the people.
outreach.
Yeah, she wants you to talk to her like you talking to these people on this link.
She wants
And
attention and she needs attention and she's not giving her the attention. The thing is with special needs kids, with kids who have autism, their brains are always 100%, 1,000% on go. They don't know a stop level.
hmm
They don't know when to stop. You know what I mean? They just go, go, go. And they're so super smart. Their brains are like literally working in overdrive, if I can say overdrive. They don't have a, okay, hey, just calm down for 5 seconds. Let's breathe. They don't know that. They go, 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 go. So they have to be busy and they need a schedule, they need a routine. And once they have that, they're pretty much okay. If they don't have that, they're going to be out of control. They're going to be disruptive. They're going to destroy things because they're bored. If they don't have something to do, just like any other child, if they don't have something to do, they're going to be bored. They're going to be destructive. They're going to break things. They're going to cause harm. They're going to do things because that person at the time who is taking care of them do not have the qualifications. Even if it's a parent, they don't have the qualifications to do what they need to do to calm them down, to do what they need to do to get them to a settled place. That's why sometimes you have to reach out to your state, to your school, get an ABA specialist, get an ABA therapist, get a social worker involved, get an IEP involved, get other resources to help. And I don't think she knows that. Yeah, she does need help. She needs
She
help with
does
knowledge.
know
And that's real.
she does know that.
And
She
that's
does.
sad that she knows that and she doesn't do it. That's sad. And that makes me sad
And
because
I
yeah.
don't know what she's doing though, hon. I have to be very clear. I don't know what she is doing, what kind of help she's getting. I don't know if anybody else does either. So, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So that's why it's kind of like for me,
Yeah.
it's a little uncomfortable talking about what people should be doing when I'm not sure what she's doing and what type of resources she's taking advantage of. I just, so it's, I don't know.
It's
but I
just really sad.
definitely,
I'm not making excuses for her because she's like definitely she needs help. What she needs is a good family friend to take her daughter for a couple days, weeks, months, whatever. And she needs to go to therapy. She needs rehab. She needs to fix herself first, because I mean, in anything, you cannot love somebody, a child, a man, a woman, man, whatever, before you love yourself. You have to love yourself. I don't think she has that. I don't think she did have that. And that's clearly we see that. You know what I mean? Like you have children and we can clearly see like you have not been good to them, maybe because you have not been good to yourself, maybe because nobody has been good to you. And she needs help. I mean, I don't know if she just doesn't want it because she likes the clicks and views, which at this point is like above that, because it's not like now it's like, okay, so what are you gonna do after YouTube? You're gonna have your family who don't want nothing to do with you, then what? You're gonna die alone with like 50 cats?
mhm.
Um, yeah. Again, I just think it's deep, a lot deep. This situation might be a lot deeper, and it's kind of uncomfortable talking about Like, I don't, I don't know. A lot of people, I don't know. I mean, would you guys be saying this about other people that you feel like aren't taking care of their children and are online a lot? I
I
don't know.
definitely would. Yeah, I
Okay.
would.
Okay.
Because I'm going to school for education and social work. I definitely would. If it was my friend who was online with her child doing the same thing, I would definitely tell her,
No, I didn't say your friend. I'm saying the people that you're watching now, because other
anyone
people are your friend.
watching, anyone,
So is
anyone who needed advice.
so yeah, I guess what I'm trying to say is that, like, to continuously keep saying, like, a person that and I'm not saying that we shouldn't, obviously I'm on a panel talking about this, right? But I'm
Of
saying, like,
course.
right, but that line of conversation is, it's like going down a rabbit hole. Like,
Deeper. Yeah, it is a rabbit hole.
it's a rabbit hole. Like, I mean, I'm
Because
saying
yeah, because you can only help somebody so much, and then you can only keep trying to force them to drink. But if they don't want to drink the water,
she doesn't even know you,
let
right?
them.
So what is she?
Yeah.
If people that she actually knows
Hmm.
are telling her the same thing already, then she, whatever she's taking, that advice with a grain of salt. She doesn't
Yeah.
even know. So for us to continue to go down this rabbit hole with specifically you
That.
saying, then she's going to end up all alone with living in a house by herself with 50 cats. Now we're just reading her situation. Like, there's not anything productive that's going to happen with that line of conversation, is my point.
Understood. You're right.
Yeah.
And I don't, like
You're
I
right.
said, I don't know. I guess, I mean, we can't avoid the having a conversation. And it's
Right.
not, I don't want anybody just coming in here to think it's a
Yeah.
bash uppity session. It hasn't been at all. Nothing
No.
said has been bashing. Everything has been a form of uplifting, at least in this live, I'm saying. I haven't dragged uppity, I
No.
Mm.
don't think. Y'all can remind me if I did, but I don't think I said nothing out the way. And anybody who's come up here, everybody just had suggestions for better. But she got to want it for herself. So we can talk all day long, and we could go until 6 in the morning. But unless she's willing to have that conversation, have that sit down, slow down, and reassess things and take a different approach at it, we wasting our time on it. Conscious Beauty asked one question, and I do want to thank you for hitting the link. I'm not telling you to get down. You can if you want to,
No,
but
I will
we
definitely get down. I just wanted to make that
no,
point. Like,
I wasn't
no,
saying it like you had to leave though,
I just
but
wanted
I
to. I
do.
just wanted to make
When I
that
say
point. Like, there
thank you for
is
hitting the link,
actually
I
help.
no, I really mean thank you because we need to hear different voices and different opinions, and it don't take but one
Yeah.
time to hit it. To don't get caught up in the link to where you got to come up and talk all day every day, but come up, share your
No,
part, and go back to the audience and enjoy the show. But I
I'm
definitely
good.
want to thank you for putting a voice to the name and actually participating
And
in
I
the
will definitely
conversation.
be hitting you up really soon because I really want to rent one of your log cabins. They
Okay.
are like absolutely beautiful. I love them.
Okay.
I will be hitting
I
you
can
up
definitely
really
get with
soon.
you some
Thank
get you some
you.
information about that. Enjoy your night, sweetie,
All
and
right.
happy
Thank you so
Thanksgiving.
much. Thank you. Happy Thanksgiving to you guys. All right. Bye.
Same to
All right.
you.
Do you know for sure if she asked Yusuf to do it or if he took it upon himself to do it?
No, she asked him point blank,
Oh,
period. That's a fact. She reached out to him. They know each other personally in real life. She reached out to him. That was, yeah, I thought everybody knew that. That's my point. Like,
you mentioned that, but I never watched their history or know their dynamic. So you said,
oh yeah.
so I know she has a long time. She's been a viewer for a long time, and I know Yusuf used to be back here back in the day when Nika and them was first starting out and stuff too. So that part I don't have the backstory on. I don't really want it either. But
Hmm.
okay, so that makes better sense. So.
Yeah. Tracy, who's babying her? Are you mean that we're not acting a whole fool on her? But let me know what you mean, Tracy. Who's babying her? Me? So I can address it. And not that I'm like irritated or anything, but I do want to
She
address
just said,
that.
wow, some people. She changed it. She just corrected it.
But is she talking about us or me though? That's what I'm
She
so
can't
I
be talking about us because I ain't put a baby. I'm just saying that it's good information. Whether she taking to
But
use it.
let me say, Tracy, for me, this is if you were here or not, girl, for me, this is real life shit, girl. I can't be up here screaming and yelling and fighting somebody that's already going through this level of trauma. That does not sit well in my spirit, girl. I ain't gonna be able to do it. Now, I mean, the shit was all three ways kind of fucked up. And I think there's a lot of pressure in that household. And I think, there's a lot of things going on that need some attending to. And I can be honest and say that, of course, but girl, for at least for me to be up here, I can't do it. I ain't gonna be able to do it. Like I said on my wall, I just asked the 10%ers, honey, let's just pray for, for healing, grace, and full restoration. Because I'm not going to be up here preaching either, because people have already told her these same things. And she's like, I don't need no help. So what are we supposed to do? You know, I mean, at some point I detach. I'm not overly like emotional like that. I just detach and I just say, well, I wish the best for you.
So Conscious said, my other question or statement is, has everyone who has viewed and commented taken a look at their own lives and admit the type of abuse they put into their own homes? Not just hitting or verbal.
Maybe some, maybe we don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like nobody's perfect. Everybody makes mistakes in parenting, because in parenting you learn as you go. I mean, there's no manual. Every child is different. And imagine having two of them doing the same things at one time. Like, so you are going to fuck up a lot. You're going to, the first year, first 2 years, first 3 years, like, it doesn't stop. You have to learn how to be a parent. I mean, and I'm not saying that she's not a parent or a good parent. She just got some opportunities in this case. And that's all I'm going to say on that.
And I oh yeah, I mean it is what it is. I mean, I don't know if people, that's one of those rhetorical questions. I don't know if people are assessing their own lives or not. But there are, everything is
Oh,
on a spectrum.
what I can say is, they might not be expecting their own lives, but they're also not bringing their own lives to YouTube's for others to
Exactly.
judge. That's the
Exactly.
main point that's
That's the
being
main.
missed.
That's the yeah. But okay, Tracy, I can understand that. I don't. For me, I don't know about sympathy or empathy, and I don't know. I don't. I'm not necessarily feeling those type of emotions. Like I said, I just when it comes to real life stuff, I just I can't get down like that, because I'm like, it's real life shit happening, and I'm
So
not gonna have anything on my conscience about making somebody feel, I just can't do it. I don't know how to articulate it. I don't have it in me.
So this question right here, I've seen it a lot, and I don't mean no offense when I say it, Miss Sherry Reese. I'm tired of hearing it, because a lot of people keep saying, if this was fine, Leah, nobody would have shown mercy. I don't believe that, because when I went at Fi and I said something bad about her child, a lot of people that I support or that support me told me that they didn't like it, and that it was very foul. And I agreed that I went dark and I went there. It happens. I do it more often than I'm happy to say, but I don't agree with that statement. I do feel that even without liking her mother, as a lot of people may not, or not, mess with her mom, they were still not pleased with the fact. Now they may not have spoken out loud, but a lot of people speak not say behind the scenes. They'll comment on old stuff. People know how to get in touch with you or to get their point across, especially when they're mad. And we run our emails and stuff across these screens. Don't think these people don't see this. So people may not put up a whole fight, and you might not hear about it yourself personally, but don't think that don't mean it is not happening.
I don't understand the line of questioning. I mean, Harry Bear just said what we heard her. The drunk part means nothing to me. I don't know. The intoxicated part means nothing to me. I don't know why, but it means nothing to me. I don't think she did this because she was intoxicated. I think that she did that because she doesn't have a command of her words, and that's pretty normal in their household. I don't think drunk had anything to do with it. But I mean, I already said what I said. I said it on my wall. I said it over here 2 or 3 times. Listen, if the girl don't want any help, or she's not even going to acknowledge what factually happened, then I don't have a basis. I don't have a foundation to speak to anything about. Everybody knows I want to talk to the person. I'll forget all what
You're
y'all got
welcome,
to say.
sweetie.
I'm not even trying to be flippant about it, but I don't care about all these comments from other people. If I was going to talk about it, I would want to talk to Uppity about it. Like, girl, what the hell is going on? But she's not even willing to admit what factually happened. I mean, when I heard the story about the boyfriend or husband or whatever, baby daddy, and she was talking to him, and then the little girl was on the refrigerator, and I was like, what? That's not factually what happened. So I don't have a basis to talk on. That's what I guess I'm saying too. Like, all this pontificating, that's not my style. I want to talk directly to her. I want to ask her what is going on, what kind of help do you need, what do we need to do so that this cannot continue. You already have a blueprint. Like if I start talking, y'all don't really want to hear what I have to say. So a lot of times I try to mute myself because I'm not with all this other stuff. I'm trying to get to like for real, what the fuck is going on?
So sassy. Maybe it might be right for you to do a live Sunday. And honestly, I would turn off the chat and just you and her, maybe, if she's comfortable with that. And I mean, because you know she has a habit of over talking and rambling, and she goes into different places. But you know you have a common spirit when it comes to having conversations and being able to ask questions. And I think she may not be as offended by hearing it from you. And if you're able to express the things that others are trying to say, but she's not willing to hear. And I know she has her friends and her favorites, but that might not be the crowd that she wants to grow from. That might be the crowd that she wants to hang with. You know what I'm saying? She might not take it from them as she would for somebody else, such as yourself. I don't know. That might be something to try.
I think that that's wishful thinking. I've heard. I mean, I'm pretty, if you're listening, Uppity, you can reach out, on a community wall post or whatever. If you want to have this hard conversation, I'm down. But, I think that that's wishful thinking. I've heard other people try to give her corrective criticism, try to offer her help. I just heard it a few hours ago. That's what I think people are walking in late. I'm like, I just heard it. I heard her, her mod and her, I guess they're cool. She said, I'll call you after the show. So I don't know what that means. That
Uh,
means you're cool to me. Somebody that she's personally cool with try to be on her side, and then she kind of like slipped it in, like, if you need help, don't be ashamed to ask. I don't need any help. If when you hit your child, everybody pops their kid. I didn't pop my kid. Well, I'm not about to spend an hour discussing whether or not you hit that child or not, because
right.
I know you fucking hit the child. I know you cursed the child out, something awful. I know you told the child that they were sickening to you, which is see, I'm a wordsmith. When you use certain words on me as a grown adult, I know exactly what the fuck you mean. So when you use the word sickening to a child, I know exactly what the fuck you mean. So I'm
That
not about to
means
sit up here and mince words and go about, oh, well, oh, well, I'm not doing that. Let's get to the motherfucking bottom of the truth, and let's see how we can help you, or we can't talk. That's it.
I agree. Let me answer this one for conscious. So, ODS, why do you speak on kids that way? I'm not attacking, I swear. I'm just asking because I think that you can drag pretty well without going there, or even if they go low. I don't know. Unfortunately, I'm a firm believer of if you go low, I go to hell. And it's not the right mindset to have, but it's been a messed up part of me for life. Um, I was like that in high school, and I'm not saying that to brag on it or to feel good about it, but it's an opportunity that I hold when when I feel like I'm put in a position to have to fight back. I see no limits. I just see rage and red. Like, if you could understand how mad I get at times with things that people say and like actions. I used to fight a lot when I was in school. I've been expelled numerous of times. Nothing I'm proud of, but I was always a hothead, and I would always fight before I would ask a question because I don't care to know what your answer was. I felt disrespected. I want to fight. Like, and unfortunately, I'm still. Well, I can't say I'm still struggling with that because I ain't gotten a fight in almost 10 years. So, like, that was my 20s. Well, yeah, my 30s. But yeah, I don't know. I do make a conscious effort to not go there, but sometimes certain people, like, I don't know, I allow Uppity to get under my skin the same way she allows me to get under hers, and it's mostly because I don't know. I feel like nothing sticks or hurts with her, so I go deeper, and I don't give a fuck who it hurts or what I actually say. It's really sick if you think about it, and I need help, and I'm not being funny. Oh, well, have fun with your child and enjoy the memories that you're making. Happy holidays. Hey, Royalty. So, did that make sense? That's
Yeah, it made a lot of sense. It means that you're working on yourself and that you're aware, and I like it. I can dig it a lot.
Thank you for the cash app and thank you for becoming a member.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, this one, like I said, this one was a hell of a rodeo, as we say. I mean, it was just so many turns
Good
and
night, conscious.
twists and um ups and downs. Like I said, I mean, to be 100% transparent, there was times that I was laughing. There was times that I was like,
I
"What the
got your
fuck?"
cash app. Thank you.
And that was sweet. There was times I was laughing. There was times that I was like, "What the fuck am I watching?" There was times where I was, I was irritated. I was pissed. I was, it was just a roller coaster. But for me, like I said, the whole, I let me say this: I never saw anything CPS calling worthy of calling. Like I will say that out loud. Like I was like, had people mandated reporters on my team in my secret back chat. And I said, you have to do what's on your heart, But for me, what did you see that CPS is going to, want to come and visit this
Hey,
home?
Tracy. Right, yeah. And honestly, I would not want her child to be taken up out of her home, especially on no holiday, but just in general. Take uppity out the home before you take the child. But, like, yeah, I wouldn't want the child to be ever taken out the home.
I want the child to be taken out of the home if the child is being abused. I'm saying that what we saw
I
was.
don't I don't feel like she's being abused. I think she hit her, but I don't think she's being abused. Now, the aggression and the tone and stuff, that may have come from, and I feel like I'm making excuses for her now, that may have come from her just fighting on YouTube. And she's completely frustrated with that. So she's just like, you know what? I'm trying to enjoy YouTube and you're getting on my fucking nerves. Like, that's what I get from it. Almost like I could really see her pinching her. You know how, like, I just seen all moms and grandmas do it. You gonna pinch a child ear or pinch that fat on the leg but above the knee when you in church when you ain't acting right. Ain't that the same thing though? Right?
Well,
Like
Purple One says that was textbook abuse. Really? I see. I'm asking a question, and you're not answering my question. I know you're an overly emotional person in general, in my opinion, Purple One. But can you answer the question? Because I'm not. It's not a prejudgment question. I'm literally asking a question. What in that clip was CPS worthy? What would CPS see when they see that clip? They're going to say, "Oh my gosh, we definitely have to come visit this house." Was it the verbiage that was used? Is that CPS worthy? Was it the pop that you couldn't see? Or to me it sounded like a slap, but y'all keep calling the pop. Shit, to me it sounded like a whole motherfucking slap. Okay? If you want to be honest. But that's I'm asking, like, are those things that CPS will come and visit you and then furthermore take the child out of the home? So that was kind of, I was like, it was very emotional. It was highly emotional. But again, those are from people that come from a high level of trauma, right? So, and I get it. So sometimes I sit back and I'm like, oh, that person comes from high level of trauma. That person, I can tell the way that you guys react. But if I'm being logical about it, and I know it's difficult to be logical in these times when you're overly emotional, but what was CPS is not going to do anything. So then my next thing is like, okay, this is not CPS worthy, because at the same point you can say, oh, we see her with their child every day. We see her cooking for her child. We hear her child taking a bath. We see her child sleeping, on a bed. We see, her child eating various foods. So the child is not being neglected. The mother is having some type of uh, sensory issues and having major issues with communicating with this child and a lot of pressure dealing with this child by herself. So now the mother needs counseling and the mother needs resources. So how do I get the mother counseling and resources if the mother does not acknowledge that she needs counseling and resources? You see what I'm saying? That's how the process works in my mind. So then by the time I get on here to talk to y'all, it seems like I'm like all cool, calm, cool, and collective, because I've already thought it out. I'm like, it ain't nothing I can do.
mm.
And that's just
So it was a comment that I just saw, and it was speaking. First of all, you're welcome for coming up. Thank you for coming up. And you didn't have to send a cash app for coming up, but I do thank you for your donation. Um, but there was something along the lines of several people saying they wanted at least a wellness check out of it. Um, Thank you for the new members. And Not to mention the investigation process can be very traumatic, which I've always heard that. It was something. Oh, Summer Breeze said y'all agreed with ZX for calling CPS. So I was on a panel this morning with ZX.
Oh,
On this
who
was,
did what? Who? Why? Who is y'all? Is she talking about you?
you know, she. Well, I guess she's saying she's grouping everyone. I'm gonna
Oh,
handle it.
okay.
So I did say, okay, I respect that. He came up and gave a reason. Before he came up and hit the link, I said, oh, he's just clout chasing the reason why he called. I didn't know he called because I don't watch him, support him, talk about him, do commentary on him, any of that. So, only reason I know him is from Bless calling him GX. So, when he came on Bree's panel and stated that he called because he used to be a mandated reporter and he felt compelled to have to report the information for the safety of the child and all this, he gave this whole spiel and story about how his reasoning for give it. Hey, and all I can say is I respect that. If that's how you feel, I can't take that away from that man. Regardless of all the dirty shit he done or I've heard he done, he may really feel this way. He may really feel that he needs to report and make sure that his child is okay. And that's
No.
not my place to take that away from him.
Uh-uh. I don't even know
Hey,
this story, and I appreciate. I don't even know this story, but fuck that. That nigga is always in some shit.
and
He
I understand that. And he's done this on his own. So
and
when
that
he
is
came up, the only
mm,
thing I said was, hey, I respect that. If that's what
right.
you choose to do,
That sounds like a like. Hey, I'm not okay, honey. If that's what
yeah.
you want
And
to do,
I stepped
yeah.
to the side. He had a whole, and at that point, I actually exited the panel because I ain't had nothing else to say at that point.
Oh, can I address this? Purple one
Go
says
ahead, and I need to run to the restroom. So I apologize if I didn't see y'all comments. I'm trying, but I'm also talking and laying in the bed. But I'll be right back, Sassy.
okay. Oh, purple one says, I remember as a child being grateful that someone called CPS. This is what I mean, you guys. So, purple one, before that comment, you said that I guess people with children wouldn't understand. That wasn't that's out of context. It doesn't make any sense, number one, but number two, it's out of context. I'm asking a legal, logical question. If you call CPS on the child, what are they going to do given the circumstances? So actually, I'm asking the question, but I already know the answer because many of you have called CPS and CPS did nothing. So my point was there's not there CP this is not a CPS call. So that wasn't an emotional question, even though you gave me the emotional answer. That was a logical question. And I'm asking you, what do you feel like? Where is CPS going to go with this? And apparently, CPS said there's nowhere we can go with this because it's not CPS worthy, right? Number two, if you come from a high level of trauma, I expect for you to be triggered. And I feel for you. I just don't. I'm that's not nothing. I'm not saying nothing about that. I'm saying I don't know anything about that. Nobody has ever had to call CPS on my parents. So I'm not triggered by that. So I'm able to look at this from like a real point of view and not a real point of view because your point of view is real as well. But I'm able to look at this with an objective point of view and not from a high level of trauma. That's what I mean by that. So that came full circle by you telling me that, that you're triggered by it. And that's I can understand. I totally get that. But that's, but again, I don't my mind doesn't work like that. I work like I speak from logic. And it was just not logical to be calling CPS about this particular incident. It was very disturbing to me. Again, calling it's like saying somebody is sickening you. I don't even want my parents to tell me that now, and I'm grown as fuck. I'd be like, what the fuck does that mean? I mean, I probably would immediately start crying. Like, what the fuck? I so no. And I think verbal abuse is just, it's one of the worst. It's one of the worst verbal abuse. So I'm not excusing it. I'm just saying logically and legally, CPS can't do nothing about that. It's just unfortunate that we witnessed it and, we're all disturbed by it on different levels. Abuse is abuse, lady. Okay. My name is Sassy. I'm calling you purple one. So let's keep it cute.
Um,
It does have a lot to do with your child. Girl, you just said it, but
hey,
you're
Vanessa.
emotional, so and you always are. But I knew that from your writing. I knew that from your writing that you came from a high level of trauma.
Yeah, Miss Charlene, I agree with that. And I don't know, I see a lot of people who are parents of children with autism or who may be on the spectrum. I've done several lives over the last 2 days expressing how I have close family, as well as friends who have autistic children on different levels. I also have a friend who had a child who was paraplegic, and I've had to learn how to deal with that. Her son was on a feeding tube, and every child is going to be different. You have to learn the child that you're raising, keeping, being around, and make sure that you're doing the appropriate and the right things for that situation. No two autistic kids will ever be the same. You can have two kids and they could both be on different levels. Um,
Yeah, totally different
both be
levels.
on two different levels of it. You know what I'm saying? One could be high
Mhm.
functioning, the other one could require lots of attention. So it's different levels.
This is
And I do know with help and therapy and patience and growth, things do change and you can overcome a lot. I'm not saying that it will never be an issue again, but you learn how to be able to deal with and live life as if I hate this word, but quote unquote normal child.
Listen, my uncle, he's my uncle, so he's older than me. God rest my grandmother's soul, child. She knew what she was doing, 50 years ago. I mean, she raised my uncle. He lives by himself, but he lives in a like a high rise assistant facility, high rise for special needs people. But he's high functioning. He walks to the not grocery store, but walks to the corner store and uses his debit card to buy his beer that my
They have routines
he had.
and
Yeah, he does all his
they
stuff.
live very routine lives. I spoke about my friend. Her son is only 8 years old. And I mean, he asks me the questions that he asks me. He wants me to describe the taste of things or
Hmm.
the feel, like, because he's not gonna do it. Like if it ain't chicken nuggets, pizza, French fries, he don't want it. But you can tell me about it. If you can describe it to him, he wants to
Mhm.
know. You know what I'm saying? That satisfies him to ask those questions, and I always make sure that I answer those questions. Like, and I talk to him like he's a a a human, like an adult. Like I don't talk above his mental or nothing like that. But I mean, I don't baby talk him or anything. He likes you to come correct with him. Cut the fluff though. He don't like that at all. You ain't gonna
Mhm.
give him a whole bunch of fluff. It's gonna be straight to the point. But I mean, working with all kids with autism, I I don't know. I enjoy it. I never thought that it might be a path, but like that is something I do have patience. I might get on here and curse at times like I ain't got sense, but I do have patience. Like, and I could really do it.
Yeah, not me. I couldn't do it, but I enjoy my uncle. And I'm just, looking at it now, like in hindsight as a child, is just, oh, this is Uncle John, and this is what's, what I'm saying. He's a little bit different than, my other aunts and uncles. But as an adult, it's like such an appreciation for the work that my grandmother did. And she didn't even know what she was doing. You know what I'm saying? She had 6 kids. This was her, last child that, happened to be at the time. We were calling it slow. We didn't even use the word autistic. You know what I mean?
Yes,
And we know anything about spectrums. And so just to see like where he is, he's thriving, living by himself. So I definitely know that it can be done. But back onto uppity, and then I want to take a left turn real quick because this wasn't supposed to be about uppity, but it was
it
such a big
wasn't. And
right.
let me real quick. So Vonnie, thank you for sharing that. I don't have any autistic children, but for you to mention that and you say it's your first time, there is a lot of support. Even though you're in the beef sector right now, there are a lot of parents who have children with that are considered autistic. I know that just from these conversations that I've been having. So you would have major support and people that you can actually talk to in the event that you're looking for that. I don't know if that's what you're here looking for, but since you've mentioned it, I did want to say that. In view, yes, I do have a retainer in. I'm trying to perfect my smile because I have a slight gap in the middle. But go ahead, Kasasi.
I know I have a little slight gap too, and that's what they're telling me I'm gonna have to do. But I'm really, really bad about doing stuff on a regular basis. So we'll see. I might hit you up and ask you about that process. But lastly, the last thing I want to say is that Tracy was absolutely right, saying we don't have to find a solution. That CPS is, or whatever. I wouldn't say CPS. I would say, that's up to people who are qualified to do that and people who have the resources. What I was suggesting is that if I can't talk about it on a real life level and offer help, then I really don't want to talk about it at all. That's what I was suggesting. Not that I'm in a position to actually help. And then ODS put it out there that perhaps we could do a live and I know that enough people would show up that would be able to assist or resource and help. So that offer is still on the table for her at the end of the day. If that's something that she wants to do, we can try it. And again, I'm pretty sure that the people who want to help and offer those resources would be more than happy to do that. Left turn, child. Ness is live last night.
Hot ass mess. I had a ball though. That's why I'm over here half asleep now.
I was tired the whole day. I was so irritated.
But I
I
had
was
to drive 3 hours because my the beauty appointments that my girls get, their hairstylist is 3 hours away. So we take that trip once a month. But I was so sleepy coming back down the highway that it was almost dangerous. Like I said, I would not stay up till 3 o'clock and have to be on the road at 7:30
no.
again. And for a 3 hour drive, it took us almost 5.5 hours coming back because of Thanksgiving traffic. Oh
Oh
my
god.
God.
That was a whole day. That's a whole day thing. Oh my gosh. No
And then I
way.
came home and cooked Thanksgiving dinner.
Oh God, no. Yeah, I mean, oh yeah, it is getting late. Yeah, I do
Yeah.
need to because I gotta wake up early. All my stuff is like fairly quick stuff. The longest thing I have to cook is lasagna, which is still not, not that.
I feel you, Vonnie. I wasn't saying like you were really looking for it, but I was just saying if you did want others who are like in the situation, then it is a place where you can find that type of help. I'll say it might be some nasty people around here, but there's some good people here as well. And I might not be the perfect person for that, Sassy, but I think that information table would be an amazing thing. I just don't feel like me as a person, because I don't have any autistic children, that I could facilitate something. Now I do have friends. I even have doctors. I don't know. Maybe I'll speak to one of my doctor friends and see if they would be willing to come on and
But
have a
it's
conversation.
but you see, again, the foundation. I'm not having a blind conversation about a whole bunch of autistic resources because that, you know what I'm
Right.
saying.
You
That's
just
not
want to
my
have this
thing.
real conversation with that one
Real
person.
conversation with uppity, yeah, and then we can work on. Like, I'm like, that's what I'm saying. I'm not. That's not my thing. I don't want to hear a whole bunch of woe is me stories about people and how hard it is to raise their children. I get it. I got it. I don't need to keep hearing that over and over. I'm
Right.
sorry. I know that sounds cold, but that's how I feel. Like, I don't want to hear 3 hours of people talking about, how difficult it is to raise their children. I get it. That's not
Right.
why I'm on this app. I
That's
came on this
fair.
app to have fun and to, do the shits and the giggles. However, now we are faced with a real life situation.
That
You
needs
know,
addressing.
if she wants to address it, we can address it, but we gonna address it in a real way.
We're
Not
not
gonna
going to sugarfoot around the
not about
situation.
the sugarfoot, pun
Right.
intended. We're not about the sugarfoot around.
Right.
I'm not about to do that.
Now she wouldn't have me. Unfortunately, I wouldn't be the because I've done too much for her. She would never trust me, and I wouldn't expect her to. So I would not want to be a part of it. I would watch it, but I wouldn't want to be there for her because I would make her uncomfortable, and that's
No,
not that I
O.D.S.
would want
can't
to.
be there. Yeah, no, he can't be there. They just finished like dogging each other out. No,
Yeah.
no, no.
Now, the last thing before you go, Sassy, is autism, and I know you're not a doctor, but or somebody, is it considered a medical issue or a mental issue?
That's still this under the same umbrella, isn't it?
I don't know. That's why I wouldn't know how to answer it.
I don't know. I don't even know. I don't know. I don't know if that really matters.
So, yeah.
You know.
So,
But anyway,
is the
the
father
child. Oh, what?
is the father Vonnie, we were told to believe that there was another person present in the home while she was inebriated and hollering about the welfare of their child. However, that said person didn't feel or find it necessary to speak up, to defend, to tell her to get offline, or to do anything, even walk by or move during the time that she was on the panel and doing said things. And she even turned on the camera and showed that she was in the kitchen, and we didn't hear anyone else moving around. So you take that with how you want.
I mean, come on. This is what I'm talking about. I'm not doing a show like this. And I'm not. I'm not doing a show like this. I'm not doing a show. And I'm sorry because I know I'm going to be offensive, but I'm not doing a show asking things like that you guys already know the answers to or that you're
But
trying to
she
be.
has to admit it before you can go forward.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm not. If we cannot agree on the facts of the case, then there is no case. Okay, I'll just dismiss the case because I'm not about to do this, that, and the other. It doesn't make any sense. Oh, are we leaving? Damn, why would you do some shit like that?
Hold on. You just said you was ready to go.
Why would you do some shit like that though, man?
Di-
What?
Didn't you just? It was coming on slowly in the background, sassy. You know how TV shows do.
It was really kind of sexy, but I'm just like, wait, what the fuck? I thought we were going to talk about Ness and Heidi for a second. No.
Oh. Sorry, I cut the music. Um, is the one that they not up and live now? So when I first got there, I was so concerned because they were literally screaming and fighting. But then I realized that's their love language. Once I understood that, I got invited on the panel, and it was like front row at a Prince concert. Like,
Listen, it was so funny because Molly, okay, Molly had to get us all together. And it was as if we were all in a back chat together and we all said, bitch, what the fuck is going on in this? Let's drop down. And it was like Jay Wilson, you, me, Tracy, and somebody else. And Molly put all our names in the comment. And Molly's like, y'all are fucking up the organic moment here. Go back to the class.
right, I saw that.
Go back to the clouds. And I was laughing so hard at that comment. And then Ness is like, Sassy's here. You're making me nervous. I don't even want to say what I'm going to say. I was like, bitch, you don't want to go on that motherfucking wall. Bitch, it's
Hold
a
on,
wrap.
but
You
for
on the
30 minutes,
wall.
I think they forgot that I was even there. I wouldn't
They did.
move. I wouldn't make a peep. And I know Heat, because at that point, me and Heat hadn't made up yet. So I'm like, once she realized that I'm on this panel and the Nest brought me up here, she going to really have something to say. And I don't feel like arguing at 3 o'clock in the morning. But I literally sat there like a bird with my mouth closed. And I was just reading the back chat. They was having their little back and forth conversation. Jay Dunn was quiet as well. And they was going at it. But then they was baby boo. And then they was mad. And then it was I hate you. Then it was I love you. And then it was check the back chat. Like it was so much, but I was so engaged that I could not leave. Like I
I
literally sat there.
I live.
Happy
I mean,
Thanksgiving, y'all.
happy Thanksgiving, everybody. I live for all things relationship beef sector, right? But specifically the fights. I mean, it just really gets my gears grinded. I think it's a little sick, but I absolutely live for it. And the shit that they say, this couple says about each other, and it's like there's no turning back, but then they're back together again. So that's a little calming because you know that no matter what is said, somebody can say you have great pussy hairs, somebody can say you stink, you're a fucking whore, son of a bitch of a whore, you smell, you don't
You're
take back,
poor.
you what?
You're poor, basically.
You're poor. You're so fucking poor that I would not. Who's gonna listen to you, you broke bitch? And I mean, it goes on and on and on. And I'm in love with Pizarro. Well, if you're in love with Pizarro, then I'm in
I'm in
love with
love with Jay
Jay.
Dunn.
Yeah, you're
Right.
like, what? And it just goes on and on and on. And then they calm down. And she starts doing her commentary. And then she's like, bitch, you got me fucked up, bitch. If you think, bitch. And I'm like, oh my God, where did that come from? And it just keeps going on and on. And then it just, the
Goes
live,
away.
the live ends and that's it. And I'm like, wow,
No,
that
no, no. Because this was the live that never ends. Because I literally laid down at 3:30. Once I got off of that panel, and I gave my little point of view for what they had or whatever. Me and Heidi made up, and then they invited me to the cabins in Tennessee.
which was
Um,
so weird, by the way.
right. So, I went to sleep, and I left my iPad playing. It wasn't even plugged up, mind you. That's how little bit of sleep I got. When I woke up this morning at 6, because I had to leave home by 7:30. My iPad was still playing, and they were back up there, and it was Hebe, I love you. It was da da. Da. I was like, bitch. So they'd have been around the world and back, still sitting up on here on this thing in front of everybody. And I guess it makes sense because if you were just gonna be on the phone, why not be in the chat having a conversation where you can at least get paid for talking
I
versus sitting
think
on the
that,
phone?
I think that's their idea. I think they must have said, you know what? These arguments are gold.
Right.
So we may as well just like if it's gonna go down, let's just let it go down.
That's smart though. Like I didn't think of
Hey,
it. It didn't hit me until just then. Like if we were gonna have a phone conversation anyway, fuck yeah. Now me and Brie gonna have to. Which I don't talk to Brie on the phone like that. But bitch, call me on here. We can talk right here, and we can
no,
use the back chat when we need to. But let's get paid for this conversation. Like
I mean, listen, I'm not a fan of it personally. Like in my person, for me personally, it would be very, very uncomfortable. But there's plenty of people who vlog their lives, and we see arguments with their partners. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I ain't for that.
So it is
Cause
what it
y'all
is.
don't forget you can do 1,000 good things, and the only thing the internet is gonna remember is that one bad thing you did. Nope.
I mean, yeah, they haven't done a whole ton of good things either. But I mean, from Ness, that must have been a. I mean, has anybody heard from Ness all day today? I mean, she 11 hours. She started out just very, very upset and crying. She's calling New York CPS. Then her girlfriend hits the link and they get into it, but then that's not her girlfriend. But then he like, accosts her and is saying stuff to her like, oh, you gonna just let Jay Dunn do that? Oh no, no, bro, no, bro. Like that's like she's like, bitch, you better claim me or we gonna have a motherfucking issue. And then they go back to you, then they go back to Jay Dunn, then they go back to K Fit, then they go back to Uppity. Oh my gosh. And then how many times Uppity up? I'm so surprised Uppity is still up because I did not realize Uppity was at Yusef's. Well, first she was at Bree earlier that day, right? Then
Mm-hmm.
Yusef's. Then she was on Pizarro's Up and Down. Then she was on Ness's Up and Down.
Oh, she came and hit my link too. I had to put her ass off though.
She hit your link
She
too.
did, and that was she told me she would never hit my link. She sure came up there screaming, manic and crazy. I tried to let them speak to her for like 2 minutes, and when she started just, I dropped her ass and told her no, goodbye.
Uppity is like, y'all not gonna be talking about me. Oh, so that's probably why she hasn't clicked your link tonight then. Oh, okay. I see. I didn't know that, but Uppy's like, y'all not gonna be talking about me and me not click the link. Then she's clicking the link at Ness's, and then I mean, that show was a whirlwind, and I think I was trying. So I did like you. I caught like an hour or so in the middle because I must have been at Pizarro because Ness was on when Pizarro was on. I think I was at Pizarro, and then I went to Ness. Then I fell asleep. Then I had a dream about Jay Dunn, so I had to hurry up and wake myself up. And when I woke myself up, Jay Dunn was on the panel. And that's when I said, oh, that's why, so in
That's
my
why she was in your
subconscious,
dream, right?
I'm hearing, yeah, Jay Dunn. So then I think I went back to sleep. Then I woke up again and they were still there. And I was like, how long has this been happening? And so I was trying to figure out, I don't think I really got like 4 hours of total sleep. That's
Yeah, that's
ridiculous.
me.
The last time that happened was Rob Rack and Tracy.
I can't do it. Y'all not about to break me down. Mm-mm.
That was the last time, and that was like almost what is that, February? Rob Rack and Tracy had me.
That
I had to call in for PTO that Tuesday when it all. Yeah, I was up for like 4 or 5 days. The whole like remember from that Thursday to Monday, I was like just probably working on like 2 or 3 hours of sleep a night. Like I could not miss anything. But shout out to Rob Rack and Tracy. Neither one of them deleted, private, member live any of those lives. And I wish that we could get back to that. I understand the money issue and people aren't giving like they used to. And these people are coming on every single day and they need to see some type of rewards for their efforts. But that private in lives is like, damn, we can't even go back and, revisit what actually,
and a lot of people been switching. A lot of people been utilizing the fuck out of these memberships.
oh, that's what I was saying. Yeah, they
Oh,
put it out
when you say
there.
private, that's what you mean. Okay, okay.
I said private or members or put it or members lives. Yeah. Yeah,
Like
they
last night when I dragged Yusuf, I had to slide that over to members because he kept threatening. Even though when he first went on his rampage and put me out, he told me, "You better not fucking flag me," and I don't flag because I ain't got time to do that pussy shit. Um, but one of my members was like, "Hey, you need to slide that video on over here just in case he try to flag you," which I could see because I ain't stopped going at him yet. He think you argue one time and you done, and he put a little community post up saying, "I'm not gonna fight with you. I'm not a fighter, but bitch, you started this. So come and get your ass whooped and then go the fuck on about your business." Like, but I
mm,
know that's your friend, so I'm gonna leave that alone.
okay. I'm like, child, I just, I mean,
Yeah, but
hey, I told you how I am. I'm not no judgment, you know, motherfucker turn on me. I mean, I see red. That's just how I am. So,
yes. And that's
that's
why I let loose, because I ain't never said nothing disrespectful about that man. But that's a whole nother conversation for a whole nother live, and I'm not about to start it. So,
period.
Sassy, thank you for coming up. You really spent more time than you ever imagined you would have up here right now, because normally you're a drive-by girl. But I do appreciate you for coming up and having a conversation.
Well, of course, over here, I only mod for the elite, darling. So,
Okay.
and so, sometimes I
I
have to.
didn't hear anybody complaining about the aggressive commercials, so I don't think I turned them on, but they will be on next live, you guys.
Oh, these peasants. They want to complain about every fucking thing. Get premium or shut the fuck up and get a nigga a click and a view.
When I tell you they was eating me up on LSA and in these chats,
That's so
Wilson and D Spot, the only ones I know with these ads on doing lives, and I show hit that aggressive. I want
it's
every three
so
minutes. I want to ad, baby.
that okay, what does that mean for the viewer? Does that mean that I don't understand what
I
that
want
means?
to know. So somebody in the audience, can y'all tell me,
Can you
like, if
tell
we were
us?
live, does it stop the where we are, or do you miss that 30 seconds and then you still continue with the
Yeah,
current live?
I want to know. I thought that they leaving and coming back, and then there's commercials. Because let me tell y'all a trick. Because I don't understand all this watching all this stuff on your phone while you're chilling at your house. I really don't get that. But
We can put it on your TV.
if you watch on your laptop or your TV, you can change, like, okay, this is my thing. So if I'm watching on my laptop or my TV, then I have several tabs open. So then I'll mute D Spot and then go over to see what Ness is talking about and then mute Ness and then come back to D Spot, but it's still that tab is still open. So I'm not, does that make sense?
Yes.
Like I
So,
don't watch on my phone, but sometimes I comment from my phone so I can use my emojis. But anyway, I would
so
love to
look,
know.
everybody's saying you missed the 30 seconds, but View says it picks up the conversation when it starts and ends, so nothing is missed.
Wait, so then, but that still means that you're behind then.
Right, that's what I thought. So I know with my TVs, anytime I watch on my TVs, they always are a little bit behind
Yeah,
versus live chat.
that's true. TV is like a slight bit like you sucking up Rico. Sassy, don't say my name. Is she okay? I don't know you, baby. I haven't said
Right.
you.
And bitch, you and these corny ass Rico jokes, like,
What?
girl, go to fuck the
Weird.
bed.
Hold
Stupid
on.
bitch.
Oh, that's weird. Did I say her name? I
We
don't
don't
remember.
even know who that is, so
I
no.
don't think that is so weird. And why would you hold on? Why would you say that?
And Sassy a mod, so if she do something to your ass, don't say shit, bitch.
Yeah, why would you say that? That's really weird. Bye, bitch. What the fuck? Anyway, weirdo. All of these people are always looking for attention, but again, we need to pray for them because it's the night before Thanksgiving, and they're probably thinking about they're gonna have to go to IHOP. Did you know that IHOP is as busy as time as during Thanksgiving and Christmas because there's so many lonely motherfuckers that don't have nowhere to go? But
You know,
okay,
I've
I'll
never eaten at IHOP a day in my life.
really.
I'm a Waffle House type, but I've
Ew.
went before and I didn't like the way the menu, like, no, I didn't. I don't like Denny's either.
I'm not a Denny's girl, but Waffle House is too nasty. Anybody that's washing dishes in the sink, I'm not gonna be able to do that. But Waffle House is pretty decent. I don't get over there as much um as I like to actually, but it's a pretty decent breakfast spot. I like it.
Some Bree said she'll never put us on the big screen, girl.
What
Tell
does
your
that
ass to bed, Summer
right?
Bree.
What does that mean? Like y'all are so silly. Oh no,
I'm
I'm not
offended
putting
because you
y'all
won't put me on your big screen, but you still here though. Thank you,
y'all
Summer. I
wake
love
up
you.
and go to sleep to YouTube. I was just trying to tell. I'm listen. I'm not watching y'all on some little small screen on my phone. Plus, I'm getting phone calls and I'm doing stuff. I'm just not doing it. I just always wondered what happened when y'all are doing what y'all are doing. But everybody has their own style. Listen, I watch on TV and on my laptop, and it works for me. But listen,
I
to
know you
each
watch.
device their own. I know too. That makes you better. It makes it a little bit better, D Spot, when you're watching from your phone. It's like you're not that invested if you're watching from. All right. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Y'all take it easy.
Bye, Sassy. I see you on the
Bye.
streets.
Bye.
All right, y'all. We had an amazing conversation. This was supposed to be a quick live. Now we at 2 hours and 30 minutes. Let's turn our music on since Sassy wouldn't let me turn it on earlier. Let me turn it down. So, all right, y'all. Well, I pray that everybody gets the help that they need, including myself. Thank you for the people who came up to join the panel. Thank you for the Cash App And shouts out to the new members, Tea Time with Vonnie, Sally O'Malley, and Tracy's World. Happy Thanksgiving to each and every one of you who could hear my voice. Thank you, viewers of you, for coming up, and I pray your continued strength. That C-19 is still around, so y'all continue to wash your hands, wear your mask, and this is just stuff from dirty people. I'll just say. Um, I love y'all, and I hope y'all enjoyed the show. Please thumbs up the video. I didn't have the monetization on because I was too lazy to do it, so I'm gonna go turn it on now. But this was a fun conversation, and I will see you guys later today since it's already I'm about to say Halloween, Thanksgiving. Good night, Tennessee whiskey. Good night, peach cobbler. Good night, summer breeze. Good night, Cappy Queen. Cappy, thank you for coming up. Feel free to hit the link anytime. It's not always as calm, but it's always inviting. And Sassy, thank you for coming up. I don't know. I've always liked Sassy. Back when I first met her in Sir King days, and then we met on whose panel did we meet on? But I've always iBabes. We met on. I think. Well, no, Sassy and iBabe don't get along. I don't think. Thank you, Sally. Y'all see that? Y'all have a good night. Y'all see me with my bonnet on. It's bedtime. And I'm sleepy. So I will see y'all in the morning. It was on iBabes? Okay. Love y'all. See y'all. Bye.